In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising people. This is a beautiful day. Isn't this a beautiful day? It's a beautiful Monday morning. Oh, wow. The sun is shining. It's a little warm. It's going to be a fantabulous day. Today, as you all know, it's what I call Monday Madness. But let me clarify something before I go any further. When I say Monday Madness, I do not mean you have to be upset. I do not mean that you have to be raveled and bothered by something. You could be unbothered. And madness is just like another Magic Monday, another madness today. It's another mad world. Another day in this mad world. Like that. So I don't want people thinking that this is a negative concept. No, it's not. But it is where you can get anything off your chest. You want to say something, add something. Or whatever. I'm going to give you guys an example as soon as I get this word from our sponsor in. For example, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. This is a good book. It tells a good story. We did some reading of the book last week, but I don't know if anybody heard or was too interested or whatever. So I'm telling you, get the book for yourself and listen to it. You don't have to hear Phoenix read it. You don't have to hear Louisville read it. Or myself. Nobody needs to read it to you. Get it, read it for yourself. Or you could get the audio book. This book is on audio. This is about 5 hours on audio book, okay? But it is on audio book. And if you're reading it, it's 3 hours, like reading it, and 5 hours on the audio. It's not a long book. It's less than 200 pages, but it is a good book and a captive story. And the reason why I asked you guys, help me like this go viral. I wondered, did the person who wrote Harry Potter or Interview with a Vampire and all of that, did they have to, how much work did they have to put in behind the book to let people know this is a good book, this is a good story? Some stories need to be told. Some stories, they can help other people through other people's stories. The story isn't for me. It's for what's to come. So, y'all check this book out. It's, like I said, it's a great book. And also check out my man Molly Mall. Molly Mall do the Molly Mall Sea Moss. I call him the Sea Moss boss. And the reason why I call him the Sea Moss boss is because I like what he's done to Sea Moss. We all know that you get the Sea Moss this way, that way. But what's always lacking is the quality and the taste. Because the more it tastes good, the less sea moss it has, the more sugars and fructose and syrups and all of that, right? But not with this brother's product. He found a way by taking the natural product and infusing natural stuff with the product to just make it tastes better altogether. He just got a good combination of things, a good balance going on, and it tastes good. He makes the flavored gel. When I say flavored gel, I like the golden one myself personally, because I can mix that right up in my coffee or any hot beverage. It will dissolve, and you get your daily dosage of that, right, without the nasty bad aftertaste. Then he could do flavors with it. Then he had the lemonade. The lemonade is delicious, and he got a secret ingredient that I ain't gonna tell nobody what it is. You got to get it, but it's natural, just natural stuff that's in it. It tastes good, and the teas, and he makes his slushies and smoothies or what have you. So I'm not gonna give away all this boy's good secrets, good trade secrets, but I will tell you, get the product. You'll feel better. Your immune system will feel better. Ask your doctor about CMO. He may or he may not tell it. Good morning. Good morning, Josh Preston, LA Josh Preston. Okay, so are we ready to rock on today? Today is Monday Madness. We're going to talk about what people got going on here in the world. Baby, but let me tell y'all remember last week when I said I didn't understand why people was talking about the bad poster or the bad flyer page, the ugly flyer thing. Well, I think that got me some press because guess what? Saturday show was actually a sold out show. Kiki said, don't sell no more tickets. Don't sell nobody else. It wasn't even room for the comedians to come in there and stand. It was sold out. And I'm so thankful to the Palmer Park crew. Palmer Park showed up and showed out. Thank you. Thank you to TT's Creations and and Sperry Entertainment. Bubba and TT was in the house. Thank everybody who came out that day and laughed and loved and supported the show. It was awesome. And as a matter of fact, y'all hearing it first here. They doing another show, but with Coco Brown. Yay! Actress and comedian Coco Brown is coming to town on December the 28th. It's an intimate, personal, close personal thing. That's going to be nice. We had the flyer of Miss Coco Brown. Molly got it. He'll show you. Y'all know her. Y'all seen her on Tyler Perry movies. Y'all seen her on TV. Y'all seen her on her own shows. Gosh, because I got so many shows. I got so many shows running through my head with Coco Brown on it. It's Coco Brown. But y'all know when y'all see the picture, I'm like, oh, her, okay. Yeah. So, yep, BET. I was just watching her on the movie with BET with Little Mama on BET, this movie called Sisters, where the mama was dying of cancers and the girl had to get the money to get a mama treatment. So I was just thinking about that. Anyway, it was an awesome sold out show. Man, C.O. Nixon, Clarence Nixon, formerly known as Dude in the Corner Nixon, was hilarious. Ray Diva was hilarious. And look, I showed out. And what makes it so funny, I didn't do my scripted set. I had a tight 18 minutes or 15. At a tight, you leave some room for crowd work, right? I had it tight, but I didn't say none. Well, I just said some of the jokes, but all the jokes that I plan on doing, I didn't even get a chance to do that because I went off for something else. But it was funny. It was funny. It was shocking to me because I don't even remember those jokes. But Lee recorded it and she got it down so I can go back and add the jokes into my repertoire. You know how I do, and I just be talking and venting and everything, and not meaning to be funny, but it was funny. Yeah, it was. I had a moment. I had a tangent like that. I didn't get a chance to do none of my other classics. I didn't get a chance to come out with the whips and the panties. I didn't get a chance to do that. Didn't get a chance to come out throwing the bars I didn't get a chance to do that. I didn't get the chance to, I almost missed taking my drink out. But that's what it is when you up there on that stage, a different person takes over. That's what I want to say. Woo wee. Today I want to talk about this is the topic of the day. I want to talk about random people getting in your way. Good morning, DJ Slicky Woo Boo. What it do? What it do, Woo? What it do? It seemed like you'll have random situations where random people will block you. Don't know why. Don't know why. But I had a dream last night. I dreamt about Shirley Caesar. I'm gonna share it because it's on my mind. Shirley Caesar. I dreamt that I was doing clean comedy, y'all. Open up for Shirley Caesar. So that means I'm gonna formulate a letter and ask Miss Shirley Caesar if she's touring, and if she toured back this way, and I do clean comedy, I'm gonna have to drop a bug in her ear. So she won't be the only one at Dawes Constitution Hall. I can open it up with some light jokes, get the mood, set the mood, get the crowd going. But that is so odd. Why would I dream about that out the blue? Why would I dream about Shirley? And I'm like, and she was giving me encouragement, and she was speaking a prophetic word. When I say prophetic, that means the word of a prophet over my life in a dream. Is that crazy? How do you speak over somebody's life in a dream? How do you see that in a dream? And when the panel get in here, I'm going to ask them, has anybody ever spoke words over their lives and it come true? Like somebody you don't even know. I'm just wondering, just asking, how does that come into play? Where does that come from? I was always told, don't go around people that fortune tellers, soothsayers, none of that, because that's bad. You don't play with that. Just like a Ouija boards. Why is Ouija boards in the toy section? If a Ouija board is an adult game, help me out here. It's a cryptic game or a satanic or occult game, and you supposedly play with the dead. Why do they have that in the toy section with the kids stuff? Why is tarot cards in the toy section with the kids stuff? I don't think that stuff should be, I don't think it should be up there with in the kids section with the games and stuff. Maybe it's in the adult section of games and all that. I don't know. But certain games, children should not be able to go and pick it up. Good morning, Kenneth Clark. Good morning. That's what I want to know. Why is Ouija board? Why is it so accessible? Why can anybody pick up tarot cards? If this stuff is bad, this stuff is wicked, if this stuff is satanic and cult, why is it available for the children? You would have arsenic and old lace in the candy section for the kids to consume. So why do you have the poison in the game section for the kids to pick up? What's going on, DJ? Y'all heard the question. Why is it there? And I'm gonna ask the panel what they think or what their opinion on it is. Why is that stuff there for people to get to and look at? But like I said, don't let people, what I was saying earlier, don't let people tear you down. Don't let people tell you what you can't do. Don't let people detour your dream. Don't let people, get in your head and your mind space. If you have the mind and the heart to do something, and it's something that you want to do, and it's not hurting nobody else, like you living your dream, you doing your thing, then I'm gonna tell you to go for it. Just keep your head on the swivel. Stay prayed up for the first one. To whoever God or deity that you believe in. Pray that they give you the strength, the courage, so you can do what it is that you need to do, for your people. Because I believe everybody have a message in the movement. Everybody plays a part. I think we're just all a part of a bigger puzzle. We just a piece. And in a puzzle, that piece serves as that piece. Because you can't have a completed puzzle if that piece ain't there where it's supposed to be. And if that piece ain't where it's supposed to be, you can't connect all the other pieces. You follow what I'm saying? So we all are a piece of the puzzle. You know what? Some big, some small, but we still significant enough to be that piece in that puzzle. Feel what I'm saying? So play your part, know your road, know your lane. And that's another thing. People don't know the lane or they road. They're tasked to do one thing by life, but then they figure they get big-headed and say, oh, I can be this, that, and the other. But you're not even concentrating on doing what it is that you're supposed to do, what God asks you to do. That's all you're supposed to do, what he asks you to do. They always say volunteers make the best soldier, which is true. So too much is given, much is expected. Hey, good morning, Trey. What's going on? Is that Trey? That is Trey? Wiz Kid, Trey Wiz. That look like him. Okay. Well, I'll ask him whenever he get on. Must be something wrong with the computer. I don't see his hair or nothing. That was that. Okay, maybe that wasn't him. Maybe the artificial. I can't see what you're saying over here. Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying for one moment. But yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how you be? How was your weekend?
Shoot, I mean, I ain't really do nothing this weekend. So it was regular, you know.
Okay.
It was regular.
Okay.
I didn't really do too much. hmm
Well,
But it was decent though.
I had a great show this weekend. It was great. It was sold out. Can you believe we didn't have a standing seat? So that was a good look, and I'm happy about that. So today I was talking about people speaking prophetic words over your life. I don't know if you ever had it happen to you, somebody you don't know, saying something over your life, whatever, what they see or whatever. And I was talking about that. Have you ever had that? And then I also asked the question um, about the Ouija board, something I was just like trying to
hmm
understand if it's a satanic game, if it's an adult game, why do they got Ouija boards and tarot cards with the kids? Where the kids at? And I just didn't understand that part. This is a game for you to communicate with the dead at the other side. Why do they got children, babies playing with that? Why would it be where they get it? I'm just trying to understand because we wouldn't put arsenic and old lace in the candy section for the kids to pick up and eat. So why do we do that with other things? You know, and how much they say, oh, this is not good for you, that's not good. I'm just trying to
hmm
figure it out. So those two questions.
I done lost connection. I got to come back in because your screen froze on my part and all of that. Let me come back in real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay,
All right.
okay. I just want to know, am I the only one that think like that? What's with the people in the audience? Y'all got an answer for me? Y'all don't have an answer for me. Let me see. I can't see the answer. Been around for years. Yeah, that it seemed like it's been around for as long as I can remember. And every time it's been around, our elders, people in the family tell you, don't play with that. Stay away from that. They call it witchcraft. They say stay afraid or away from witchcraft. But if it's witchcraft, you're supposed to stay away from it. Why they giving it to the damn kids? I just want to know. Because that part don't make sense to me. That's one more thing to take our children down the rabbit hole and to confuse them about. It's like it's bad enough that they are confused about doing drugs. Drugs is all in their face. It's bad enough we got the pressure of sex. Sex all in their face. Now we got the pressure with a lot of people losing dead ones and family and friends getting killed, losing people at an alarming rate. And now they got the Ouija board and stuff. They always had that. And it's like it's always something. It's always something else. You're never safe. All around you, where you look, there's always something trouble to get into. My grandfather used to say that all the time. Not until I became an adult till I understood what this phrase is. Trouble is easy to get into, but hard to get out of. And I'd be like, Granddaddy, what you talking about? Trouble? Ain't no want no trouble, no trouble at all. But you don't have to want trouble for trouble to find you. I got a mind of its own. Yes, it does. But I don't play with a Ouija board because I never found it. First of all, they tell you you're not supposed to play with it by yourself. And you're supposed to say, they got these little rules to it. Maybe it's from the movies I'm watching to get the spoofs, how to communicate with souls and spirits. I don't know if children should know how to do that. I really don't think that's a good thing for a child to learn. I don't know. Some people say, well, children pray, and that's to a spirit. That's to, the Most High. That part. But that's always a negative and dark way. It was like you open up those doors to the spirit realm. Ain't no telling what you opened up and what jumps on you. Like they said, burning sage. If you don't know how to burn it properly, they say it's a doorway to the other side to good spirits and energy. But if you don't do it right, you can open it up for bad spirits and bad energy to come in. This world is in trouble enough. It don't need no more bad energy. No more bad energy running and doing things. I don't know what the rest of the panel is today, but that's okay. It'll be an intimate talk with me and you. Just like another bad energy is when your exes. Why is it when you finally get over a person and you think you're over a person, they want to magically reappear like they in a box of Lucky Charms? But you have to be in the mind frame and in that set that you have grown. So they need to know that you have grown and you're not that vulnerable or that easy prey anymore. And that those Lucky Charms don't taste the same. The Lucky Charms is stale, or you stop using milk. You just want something different. I'm on cereal bars. I don't even eat cereal no more. So they need to know this, but they will try you. And I don't think people come back to try you because they mean you any good. I think sometimes people come back to try you just to see if they still got it, or see if they still can get you hemmed up like that, or something that they want from you. They didn't take it all the first time, so they see something left back on the table. A real thief gonna go back and get that left on the table, because a real crip ain't gonna steal a little bit, it's gonna steal it all. So, good morning, Molly Mo.
Riding. Rita said that's
Grand
the
Rising.
devil. She said that's the devil, Risa.
Who said that's the devil?
Rita in here. What up, Rita? Sliggy Woo, LA.
Hey, Miss Rita.
Kenny. She said only thing she burning is weed. That's what I'm talking about, Rita. But it's okay to burn a little sage, you know. Don't believe the stories they tell you. You gotta see what's worked for you. You know, you burn the sage and it ain't not. You know, you got some people they demonize everything. I heard if you let the broom touch you when we was young, you had to spit on the broom. So I used to ask my mother and them, so why is that bad luck? They don't know. It just got passed down to them, you know. So I was like, before they invented the broom, like, who invented the broom then? Was it a witch, evil person? Like, why is it bad luck if a broom touch you? You know, you gassed or you got to spit on it. But it's just certain beliefs people
You
start
know what?
believing after they told so many times over and over. They never asked why. I was always that kid, like, why is that bad luck? If I
That
cross
was
the
me too,
pole, if we
Mo.
split the pole, why the fuck is that considered bad luck? If a black cat do it, why?
Cross your
People
path.
never say why. They just say it is, and that's because they easily programmed to be told this is what this is, and this what it, and they just go with it. I'd be like, I'm never gonna be that person. I never can be that person. That's why I probably was never in no fraternity. I don't subscribe to no religion because I always gonna ask why, and it
Where it
got to
come
make sense
from?
to me. Why y'all start doing this? Who created this? Because I know everything created. Because that's what we do. We are creators. We create laptops, scooters, anything you look at. We plant fruit trees. We create life. So it's just like that's what we do. So it ain't too many things out here I can point at and say we didn't create, but why is it considered bad luck when we do things with these material things we create?
Right, the way we use them, like then we all call them old wives' tale. Why are they called wives' tale? Is this the story that the woman was telling to keep the kids in line and in order? I remember my grandmother used to say, "Don't sweep your feet. That means you never get married." Right. So me being a
Mhm.
smart ass, like I don't ever want to get married. I'm in the broom in the kitchen with the broom, just get divorced. So because I'm like, if the broom sweep over your feet, that means you never get married. I'm like, no, that's not true.
Yeah, when I get the saying, you won't get swept off your feet. You know,
Oh, is
like
that what
I
that
get.
means?
I mean, that's what I would assume it mean. You don't want it to hit your feet because you won't get swept off your feet. I mean, that's where I guess the saying come from. You want a man to come marry you, sweep you off your feet. Who started that? What up, Dane?
I don't know.
What's up, y'all?
Lee, what up, Lee?
What's going on?
We're talking about these old wives' tale and ismies. I'm gonna give you the two questions that I started out with the show that I'm looking for answers for these two questions. Have you ever, has anyone ever had somebody to speak a prophetic word over their lives? People or somebody that you don't know said that they see this for you, like sort of like, is that fortune telling? Is that what you would call it? When they speak over your life, they call it prophetizing over you. You know, like this older lady came up to me back in March, and she's telling me about myself and about my story. She was a pastor, and she was saying what she see me going and everything, and I was just like, wow. So I don't know if she knew me, but she did do some of the stories. I don't know if she read the book, but she did know some of my stories. And I was just like, I just started like, oh, okay. It didn't freak me out because it wasn't scary. It wasn't told scary. It was like a warm way the old lady was speaking. And then has anybody ever prophetized over your life? I was telling them the story that I dreamt about Shirley Caesar. You know, and doing clean comedy and then a big old award show and then Shirley Caesar telling me you got this, you good, you know. So I was on the red carpet doing my thing. So, you know, I was like, wow, don't know where the hell that came from at all. And then also the Ouija board. If a Ouija board is an adult game and it's something that's supposed to be satanic, cult, and bad, wicked, or whatever, why do they have it in the toy section? That and tarot cards. Why they have it for the kids to play with? And I was saying that's like putting arsenic in the candy section. So those are two questions. Y'all follow me? We could talk about one at a time, or either or. Because I don't know if somebody ever. Hey Trey, I don't know if somebody ever had.
Yeah, I've had someone. I've had someone to attempt. I've had several people to attempt to want to pray for me. One, I told you about when they called themselves going to touch me, and I got offended because I don't know what you're praying for me. You just got to be careful about who prays for you and how they touch your body, especially if they touching your body. I'm not with a person just, I mean, depending on the situation, I gotta trust you. I mean, I can go to bed every night and pray for everybody, pray for the world. That's me. But if I'm standing in front of you and I'm telling you something's ill, and all of a sudden you want to touch me without my consent to pray for me, I don't know what you're praying for. I don't know if you're praying to kill me or praying for everlasting life for me to drop dead right now. I don't know. So no, I would rather you not, because that's an insult to me, especially when I know how you think, or I think I know how you think. So I've had several people to do it. I've seen people pray for people, and there was a situation once. I mean, it's been some decades ago, but you'll know the words that come out of a person's mouth if you're witnessing someone praying for someone. You'll hear the words, and you'll hear the harmony in their voice if it's in tune with your body and their body for good energy and bad energy. You'll know, and you'll put your hand there, and if it's strong enough, it'll push your hand away, and you won't be able to do anything about it. That's that bad entity. So you just got to be mindful of who's praying for you. And as far as those, they read your hand, and read your palm. I mean, what if it's a mole and they read it wrong? I just, I don't understand.
Like a dirt or something on your hand.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're gonna read my hand, I mean, you said a palm reader. Okay, I did have a joke for that. It's in my book, but I can't read it right now. But I mean, if you can read my palm, did you read yours to find out that you was gonna be in this building panhandling money to tell somebody what was in their hand? What's in my hand is in my hand. What's in your hand is in your hand. We ain't doing all of that. I mean, I don't. Satan is busy. The devil is a liar, and I'm not giving him the credit. I'm just letting everybody know that he's busy. You don't know what side is what. You don't. You just have to use some common sense.
Well,
I used to look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
I used to look really good. I used to look really good as a child and a young man, and my grandma said, "Man, you keep making that face; it's going to stay that way." She was right. She also said something about breaking a mirror. You got 7 years of bad luck. So I figured I'd get the shit out of the way. I just went and broke 10 of her mirrors. Like, fuck yeah, I got 70 years out of the way.
Oh, you talking about superstitions too? Y'all talking about superstitions too?
Read my feet. And we got comments in here. We got comments in here. Y'all stop acknowledging the comments for Reese in case she can't see them.
No,
so
I
we
can't
don't go
see
too
the
far
comment.
back. Yeah, LA Justin said, just for entertainment is not real. Rita said, be careful. DJ Slicker said, Erica Badu stuff. A game of voodoo. Rita said, pray or pray. That's big. A lot of people don't know. Same word. DJ Slicker said, it's all about what you believe. And Rita said, read my feet. Yeah.
There you go.
She said, bring me in too. She said, send her the link, Reese.
Huh?
Rita said, send her the link.
Okay, send it to them all. Wait a minute, let me see if I can do it. You tried to do it.
It's really, really kind of crazy that what was, I mean, I'm afraid of those places.
Ain't no one gonna read my feet. I can't even get the Chinese girls at the nail salon to do my feet, man. They kick me out right away.
Oh, your
No one
feet
wants
is
to
that
read my
jacked
feet.
up.
His toes is doing the crip walk
That's right.
by themselves.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Like it in.
Lock it in. The
Yeah,
crip walk.
Trey, scream y'all tripping because I can't get on my desktop on it, but I'm on the
It
iPad.
should be all right now.
It's working fine. I'm gonna try it again.
And as far as those old sayings, what you said? One
They
of the
call them
old
old
sayings.
ismies.
What, what
Can
is
y'all hear me on here?
what was that? Hey, my auntie, she's 80, 87, she'll be 88. She said, do you? She reminded me. She said, do you remember when you was 14? I said, yeah, but you got to tell me what I did. What did I do? Did I get in trouble? She said, no, you can. I came in the house and I said to her, we all have friends and enemies and frenemies of each other's enemies. And I went to bed.
You said you went to bed or you wet the bed?
I went to bed.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
said, so I asked her, what did it mean? What did I mean? She said she don't know to this day, but she said she remember it. I didn't remember it, but I'm keeping that in my vocabulary. I'm
Was you
friends of my
high?
friend. Hmm?
Was you high?
I was 14.
When did you start smoking weed?
I
Well,
When did
just
you
recent.
start drinking?
I was drinking at 12.
So that's why I asked you, was you high? And
I
you was like,
just
I
came
was
in from
14.
I just came in from school.
They drink
Was you
at
high? That's where I used to get my weed.
You ever heard of? Don't you have some frenemies? So that don't make you high. That's realistically. Even when you get high, you realize your surroundings.
No, for you. That's what I asked you. I didn't know what you meant. You didn't know what you meant. So you said you came home, you said it, and you went to bed.
Yeah,
Usually we talk crazy, then we pass out, right?
that don't
That's
make
why
you
I
be
asked you,
make.
was you high?
No.
No smoke, no drink.
Mm-mm.
You had a rough day, baby. Just had to go take a nap.
I mean, for me, I had drank the week over the weekend because we basically stayed out on the golf course, so it was like G&B Scotch in the house, Cutty Shark. If I wanted to drink, I could have took a drink, but I just came from school, and I don't even know where it came from. You know, your friends of your friend of me. We have them, and I didn't know what I was saying, but now I understand.
Sometimes we could be those frenemies, you know.
Mhm.
We especially young and coming up.
Yep, that's scary out here right now, though.
It's a different time, different world. Let me ask Trey. Trey, you heard the conversation, right? We're talking about the
No.
Ouija. We talking
I
about
heard you mention the Ouija board and somebody praying over you, but I ain't know what you said.
that. Well, it's two questions. Have somebody ever said a prophetic word over your life? You don't know the people, whatever, but they call themselves seeing you or forecasting you.
There's always gonna be somebody from somebody church doing that. Yeah.
It was a pastor that did me. And when I just had Tyree, it was a fortune teller that grabbed my hand and told me I can read your palm. She said, you just had a baby. It's a boy. I said, that's enough. I didn't ask you. I was like, And I was telling my aunt I was meeting down DuPont Circle. Some
Yeah.
I want to say when she might be Italian or some gypsy lady. She looked like one of the stories. So I gave her $2 because that's, I didn't ask it. She grabbed it and she did that. And I said, okay. She said $2. I gave it to her. And I want no trouble. Didn't want no smoke. So I told my aunt, because I was meeting her, and I said, this lady, and told her what she did. My aunt said, take me to her. I thought my aunt was going, ready to wreck with her, right?
Yeah.
I was like, she did that. I was like, no, and she did my Felicia, the one that be on the show. She said, take me to, I want to see this bitch. I'm like, okay, we're going to get her. And she took my $2, right? So I'm
Might
gonna,
want to text that insurance agent.
I want to know what number to bet on because I'm going to Atlantic City this weekend. That is a true. I was so mad, and I was like, she ended up spending $10 with that lady. I was like, I thought you was gonna get my $2 back because I didn't ask her to do it. She grabbed it and said $2.
Yeah,
See
nah.
how family do you?
I don't know where the hell you was at. I don't know
Down
where your
DuPont
ass was
Circle. If I could get my aunt on the line, you know what?
at.
Let me see. Where was she working? She was working down DuPont Circle because I remember I had to get off in that fortune teller. And my aunt was like, "Yeah, that lion."
Yeah, it's always gonna be somebody trying, you know, they
But
team a
is it a
business or.
hustle or is it a spiritual thing
I
or
mean,
both?
you be in situations that you be, I guess, I don't know. 'Cause none of the situations you be explaining be making. Ain't nobody about to grab my arm and demand $2 for me to
Yeah,
tell them
oh,
anything,
yeah,
and then
I
oh
was
yeah.
down, the lady was standing outside. This was
people
31
have
years ago because Tyree's
gifts.
31 now. Yes, he was just born
People have
yesterday.
gifts. People do
Yeah,
have
yeah.
gifts, and I do believe in that. But you have somebody just grab your arm randomly, and then you gonna just compare that to people that possibly know. I don't
I was
know.
Well,
walking
wait a
by
minute.
her
What,
shop.
what,
It's
what,
down there, Trey. That's true. And she grabbed my hand, and I'm like,
Um,
"But you know," and she started reading, and then she said it was $2. And that's true. Let me call my auntie.
no,
You don't
let me tell
believe
you
that.
something. The last
That
time,
is true.
the very first time someone grabbed my hand, they told me that I looked just like my father. He was a blind man, and I was like, "Shit, I ain't seen him. And your ass blind? How you know?"
right.
Yeah, that was the last person that ever grabbed my hand and told me anything about me. I'm scared of those people.
You calling somebody up on the live to say it happened. The situation
No, I'm
itself
trying
is
to get her
silly.
to get her on the see if I can get her
It's the
on the
situation.
show.
Oh, okay. Situation itself is not enough
It's
to.
not going to be the same girl that says
And you're right.
we're aliens.
And situations do happen. And just in March, when I was at the Christopher Williams show, the lady was a pastor with the Rewind Network, and she came and she was telling me, speaking prophetically telling me about me and everything was to come. And that was March. I was just sitting there, and she came to talk to me. Nobody never
Yes,
did that,
yeah, she sure did. I
Yeah, it's
remember that
happened a
too.
bunch
I
of
was
times.
there with you.
but she didn't charge me.
No,
The Pastor Lewis, her last name was Lewis. She
I
from New
remember.
Jersey or New York. They was down here. Sure enough, did. And she bought a book, and I signed her book.
As I said, what is she doing? You said she's reading a prophetic word. I said, pathetic? And you was like,
Prophetic
get,
words. She's
get away from me.
prophesizing, though, you know. So people, whether with the hook or crook, she knew stuff about me that I don't know the lady.
But
Yeah.
honestly, God, the spirits will send us a messenger. We'll know. Things will be revealed to us in time, and in
Mhm.
our time when we need it. Oh,
Trey, I would like to get you for a year and travel and take you some places. Take you some, to see, because
Make
you
you
was
want to
like,
do
that
that.
never happened to see different kind of people that you said
Well,
stuff that never
well,
happened. I just
I didn't say no, no. I didn't say it never happened. I just said this the subject itself. I'm just like, oh, okay. You didn't need to, call her and ask her if it happened or whatever. I didn't say I didn't believe it. Just, you know. And then I've been a lot of places,
okay.
and I've seen a lot of different things. But that's neither here nor there, you
have
know.
any of y'all have any of y'all ever tried having a séance?
Hell no, I ain't fucking with that. I ain't messing with that. Nope.
I
No,
considered it. I
What,
considered it.
what you
my
say?
mother, God rest her soul. My mother, God rest her soul. She, when I was a teenager, she was into the goddess. She was
Huh?
uh,
Who's the
into
goddess?
numerology, and she was also into which I still have. It's called the Book of Runes. It goes
Mm-mm.
Oh, so she like
way back
deities and
before
shit.
even the Bible.
The
But
book
yeah,
of
my
who?
mom used to do readings on me all the time. If I was having a bad day, she'd go, sit down, let me read you. And my mom was into that shit. She loved going to see her little psychic and, you know, coming back and telling me what her reading was and what things she got out of it. So I think it's just a matter of preference. You know, I mean, you can go to church and you can believe whatever the fuck that person on stage is saying. And in about half an hour, they're going to be passing around a bucket so they can pay their bills. Or, you know, you can go to a psychic and give them $20. You know, I mean, I think it's pretty much all the same thing. It depends on what you fucking believe in.
Yeah,
That's just
I
me.
can
Yeah.
see that shit.
That's
I'll
a
give you
good
that.
point. How
Yeah,
many of y'all of us called Dion Psychic Friends Network when we was kids? Just
mm-mm,
did Dion
mm-mm.
say, "Oh, Miss
Nah.
Cleo, call me now,"
I did
Yes.
call Miss Cleo before, but
just to see
I
if
ran
it
that
was
shit up.
real.
'Cause, yeah, but it was
you know,
real when my grandmother got that phone bill. 'Cause, you know, that shit was like 25 cents a minute and 15 cents every, you know, minute or
It was
two and shit.
It was $24.99 for the first
Oof.
minute, for the first 5 minutes, and after that, it was $2.99 a minute. And
Yep.
when you got your
Definitely got
first
my ass
bill,
whipped
it was
trying to call Miss
$52.
Cleo. Yep.
Yep.
Definitely got my ass whipped for trying to call Miss Cleo. Yep. So
Hey man, I
That
don't
one is
judge anybody. I don't care how you get your money. You want to get your money as a psychic? You want to get your money as a pimp? You want to get your money as a pastor? You want to get your money as a businessman? You want to make your money as a comedian? You know, I think because I've been a salesman my whole life. You know, when you're making a discussion with someone, the one way to get money out of them is to force them to believe whatever you're saying. Force them.
no.
gotta
And
be
then
No,
real
and then
good at that.
as soon as they
I
as
don't
soon
know
as they
about all
as
that.
soon as they lock it in,
Oh, not
as soon
about
as they
that.
lock it in, I go get in their wallet, lock it in. I'll do it.
Edgar
You
Allan
know,
Poe or somebody,
see
that'd be
now,
you
see
too. But
you're saying
other than that,
do you know how hard it is to get someone to believe in you? And you just made it seem like it was a trap.
wait a minute. I'm not laughing
Oh
at
yeah.
you, Lee.
Well, hey,
I'm
guess what?
laughing at
You know,
L.A.
you
Josh
can
Preston. He said he called Miss Cleo. He said, and I said, "Did she know blood type?" I'm thinking about the lady that was on last week.
Where's
Y'all mother, what was her name? Marvelous. Y'all know the fortune teller, not the fortune teller, but the lady from last week.
the lady that was on here talking about the ethers and all that?
Yeah.
And the
I can't
aliens.
think of her name.
Y'all had her on here. You asking us?
Supreme. Her name was
Shit.
Supreme. You know, I just called her Miss Supreme. Supreme Magdala or Magda, something like Magic, Supreme Magic, something like that. I just was calling her a Supreme. You know,
Miss Rita said,
about the blood type. She was saying the DEA and the DNA, and I still am not able to find out what the DEA is. So she said the E stands for ether. I still have not. I've looked, Googled it, and my
She
search
didn't
come back.
know what the fuck. She didn't fucking know. They trying to put you in a trick bag. It's Google.
That's right.
It's Google. How many trick bags can you be in? Come back and let us know what the abbreviation is so we can look this shit up all together. And we all understand.
But she said the E stood for ether.
Oh, spell it.
Ether.
Spell it.
I heard my son said you poured the cake. He walked out the ether just out of nothing. Just out of you know, I know what ether is, but I was like, but what's the D and what's the A for? You know,
Ethers are realms. Ethers are realms. When they say the ether,
so we all got realms in us.
Different realms.
Maybe we all are portals. Maybe our dreams is a portal. I don't know. When I get into the questions,
ether's what they give you at the den so you go to sleep. Ether's what they give you at the dentist office to get you to go to sleep.
You don't always make you to see. Hey, you ever, Damien? I'm gonna put it to you because I don't think the other two did it. You ever use Rush?
Yes.
That's
What?
ether. It didn't put you to sleep.
No,
What is
It
no,
gave
but it
Rush?
made you giggly as
Oh,
hell.
oh, is it like boot?
it
Look,
give you a
say they
20
talk about that damn boot.
it give you a 20-second rush.
It's like doing what he's talking about is like doing whippets. Like if you got like the the Cool Whip in the can, right? That you can just spray it on your food.
What?
You can take one of those, turn it straight up, and suck on it. Right. You can also take that thing that blows off your keyboard, and you can fill up a balloon and
The
suck
can
on
of
it.
air, helium.
Yeah.
Helium.
Yeah, but
No,
ether,
not
What are
helium.
y'all sucking on?
no, but I'm just saying, Rush, they bringing it back. I forget what they called it, but it's
They
now it's
calling it
something.
boot. That's what they calling it.
They
They talking about something to get you high.
selling it now online. I
Now,
forget what it's called.
is boot stronger than weed?
I don't know nothing about none of that.
I don't know nothing
Yeah,
about
that's
no
that's
boot.
that's a hard drug, Reese. That's a hard drug, Reese. It's not weed.
If you're
Weed is
talking
weed.
about
Drug is
Rush, if
drug.
you're talking about the Rush, the ether high that used to come in, you remember those little poppers that you pull the string and
Yep.
they go pop.
Yep.
They
Yep.
used to sell it in a bottle like that. You pull the string, but this right here, you just it's a little cork in it. Once you take the cork out and stick it to your nose, then you got to recork it because it's like air, and you stick it out your nose and suck in real fast. Next thing you know, 1, 2 hits, and you pass the bottle, and the next thing you know, you are zooming for about 20, 30 seconds, and when you come down,
Oh
you
Lord.
coming down. You might as well just go and lay down.
You
Yeah,
know
it's a
what?
short high.
Yeah.
That's that
Mhm.
same
Oh
feeling
Lord.
you get if you stand and you spin around real fast.
Yes, yes,
And,
yes,
and
yes.
why not do that? It's free.
It didn't cost nothing
Okay,
back
look,
then.
hey,
You got to realize it was
let-
free. It was free. They used to pass it around the club. Somebody
Oh
spent
wow.
$20 for the bottle and pass it around. Everybody gets high, and after that, you're gonna
well,
be
you know what?
thirsty, so you go get a drink.
Well, whoever has children here, I want you to put this into perspective. Even kids want to get high. Think about kids out in the yard, and you take a bat, you put their head to the bat. They got to, go in circles, go in circles, go in circles, and then they have to get up and try and hit something and run, and then they, run into the bushes or they run into the house or something. I mean, our human nature is to alter our existence on a daily basis, and that goes all the way back to childhood.
Well,
It
hell, if
does. I
you
mean, you just go turn around. I mean, just go spinning around. All of them. I have all my kids do it. See who can spin around the fastest, and the first one that fell down loses. The last one wins, and they were just trying to get a different feeling. And that's as simple as spinning in circles.
well,
And that's what a high is. It gives you a different feel. I don't
Alfie, have
like
you ever
feeling
tried?
dizzy.
Alfie, have you ever tried to spin in circles until you couldn't walk? Althea,
No.
have you ever
has, any,
spun in
has
circles
anybody
just
ever
for
put
the
you
effect?
on
Yeah. We spun around a merry-go-round.
a
We
merry-go-round?
spin and
Right.
spin, and we
There
just
you
be
go.
looking up at the sky, and it was laughing, fun. You had to stop
Yep.
spinning before you could walk. But
Right.
Right. And if you got off too early, you'd fall and crash on your ass, and everyone would laugh at you. And that was the fucking game right there.
Hey,
Ain't no different than drugs.
did y'all?
he says no different than drugs. It's a lot different than drugs.
Yeah, it is. That's a natural high. That's just a chemical imbalancement of your brain.
I'm not going to say that drugs and that. See that's like Slicky said, that's bull. He said, "Damn, that's bull." It's a big difference in getting high as a kid. We was making ourselves, as my grandmother would say, drunk. She said, "You're making yourself drunk. You're going to get drunk. You're going to get dizzy."
Mhm.
Now, as an adult, when I drink, I like to feel nice and mellow. I like to feel a nice warm sensation where I can laugh and enjoy my surroundings and not feel any pain. So as an adult, it's different. I drink or I don't get high, but I smell like hell. I get a contact, and when I get a contact, I feel sleepy and giggly, and that's how I know I got a contact. Or I talk, I feel good. It take away the hurt that's in my body. When we kids, ain't nothing hurting on us. We just silly. We just wanna play.
Hey, you know dolphins get high too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Off the polluted water. How do a
No, the
dolphin get
puffer
high?
fish,
Puffer
the
fish.
poison, yeah, the
The
poison
dolphin
out
that
the
eat a
puffer fish.
puffer fish and get
They
high.
don't eat it.
They don't eat it.
They puff past. They puff it past into each
A
other.
dolphin?
Dolphins,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know y'all lying. Somebody's like, you mean you got a fish in the water that take another fish and get high
yeah, it's the
and
toxins
Yeah,
pass?
off of it. A couple
yeah,
animals do that. Off
yeah.
the toxins off the
Oh
fish.
They
my
got those.
gosh. I have never
That's
heard
not like
that
that.
before.
You responded like it was world news.
I've never heard that before. Rodney,
That's
did you
fucking.
know? But Rodney, did you know that fish get high off of other fish? Ain't that a bitch? A dolphin getting
Well,
high
yeah, because
off of a
and
puffer
the
fish.
reason for that, Althea, the reason for that is scientific. They know what fish are poisonous. So just like when you take cocaine or heroin or drinking or smoking weed or whatever,
Or
you
boo.
are poisoning yourself to make yourself feel a different way. So Lee's absolutely right. They'll bite on a pufferfish knowing that their spines are going to make them poisoned, and it's going to give them a high. And then they spit it out and give it to the next dolphin.
No, they
So
say
they work in ponds.
they puff and pass it around to each other if you got a group of them because they have what is it? Something other detoxin, something other.
Yeah,
What is it?
it's an antitoxin.
I'm gonna have to go Google that. I'm gonna have to look
What
that up
is
because
it?
I would like to see that.
I'm trying to remember. I
Dolphins
think
getting
it's
high off of a puffer fish.
tetrodotoxin. If I'm
You
saying
mean
it right.
neurotoxins?
No, it's a
No, it's
neurotoxin.
something with
Yes,
a
the
T.
pufferfish
It's
is,
a
but it's
neurotoxin.
called a
To us?
pterodoxatoxin. So I can't remember the big
Oh,
word.
okay. I'm gonna do Trey. I didn't know. Why did nobody tell me that the dolphins getting high? Damn.
Because that's just general. If you're looking anywhere around that, probably knowledge if you watch the Nature
I never
Channel or
seen that on Animal Planet. Ain't no Animal Planet ever talked about no animal getting high or Animal Planet. They ain't
Wait
never
a
said
minute,
that. You would have
Althea.
watched. Do you
Althea,
know how
you've
many
never seen.
no,
zoologists
that's
gonna
not
be in the
world news.
world?
Damn,
We always
you
like,
stay on the
what?
TV. You stay watching TV. So I'm thinking that
They need to have, and as much
let
as
it.
I watch damn TV or Animal
Yeah,
Planet, they need to have that. They need to have that. Am I the
Yeah,
only one that didn't know that the damn dolphins get high off the puffer fish? I'm gonna ask every adult I know. Do they know that? I'm like,
Hey,
where was that
Molly,
episode?
if you can, look up chimpanzees getting high on fruit, fermented fruit.
Ronnie said monkeys will lick toads, koalas eat bamboo because it gives them the same effect as smoking weed.
yeah,
There's a lot of animals. There's a lot of mammals that get high off certain natural things that give them a reaction.
and off each other. They'll eat each other.
Right.
Certain ones will eat each other, and then they'll be sitting there drooling. Like I mean, just stone. When I tell you
Like they
stone, a
on
drooling stone. I
Sleepy
watched
Brown.
that shit, man.
Yeah, that's Sleepy Brown.
What Josh say? David, have you ever licked a frog?
Yes,
Of
I
course
have,
you
and
do.
it's pretty dangerous. It almost put me in the hospital. I was down in Key West, Florida.
Oh, have
It's a
mercy.
little green frog about this big, and it secretes a poison, a toxin on its
Yeah,
back.
off his back.
And
Yeah.
man, talk about tripping balls. Oh my
Oh,
God,
wait a
that was
minute,
better than any
Lee,
castor
have,
mushrooms I
have
ever
you
took
licked
in
a
my life.
frog too, Lee?
Fuck no, I accidentally stepped on one, but I ain't never licked none. I don't want no prince.
I was just dared to do it. They could have dared me to jump off into the ocean. I would have done it. I mean, I don't give a shit.
Mm-mm.
So
I accidentally stepped on one as I was walking down the street. Hell no.
we got tree frogs, I know. So they got a frog and told you to lick it, and you licked it,
Yep. And I got high like a motherfucker.
and almost lost your life, huh?
Y'all talking
Well,
about
I
our
thought I
generation.
almost
Wait
lost
a minute.
my
Hold
life.
on.
That was my buddy Jerry Burns in his house. He was going, "Calm down, Damien. Calm down. It'll pass."
Wait a minute. Hold
I'm like,
on,
"No, call
Damien.
911. I'm dying."
Hold on, Damien.
Yeah,
What part of the frog did you lick?
the back.
I figured you was licking ass, man. That's
Yeah, that's what I did. I was licking the ass.
I'm there frog licking ass.
Frog
Slicky
licking.
said that his mom's
Hey,
poodle
you know,
drinking
at
rum and coke.
least I ain't lying about it. I mean, I did it, and if they told me it was going to fuck me up, I just
Was
didn't
that
know
in the
how much it was going to fuck me up at the time because I've done a lot of drugs in my life. But man, I will never lick a frog again. But I did do it, and man, I was off to the races.
so
See,
you
It's like
telling
taking
me
ayahuasca.
so
taking
you
peyote
telling
bud.
everybody so Dickie, you telling everybody that you licked a frog's ass and got high. That's some crazy shit right there, bro.
Well,
he said
it's
it. He
something
said
that
it
happened
back,
to me.
please. Stop
You know?
adding ass to it. Stop adding
Okay.
extra to it. He said the
Okay.
back of a frog. He didn't say the ass. He just said the back of the frog.
Look at you. Look at the legal defense team
Hey, ain't that
coming in.
Well, technically, I started from the ass and I moved up his back.
Oh, look,
There
I
you
tried
go.
to
Could be a
save you,
girlfriend.
give
I
you some type of okay.
See? The case
See?
is lost.
My
See?
tongue
There
was
you go.
I
Guilty.
admit.
You see.
Your lawyer is
Guilty.
trying to suggest you just stop. But you want to just
No,
keep on making yourself a
I plead guilty. I don't need a lawyer. I plead guilty.
Okay.
have mercy.
Now, do
Your
y'all
Honor.
think that our animals want to get high with us? Because Slicky said that he had a poodle that drank rum and coke. Do you think the animals be trying to get high too?
What the fuck is he talking
Listen,
about?
my cocker spaniel,
Liquor.
me and him had a problem. My last Mike's lemonade when I had my cocker spaniel, I set it down, and I know my dog don't drink. You know, you got to put ice in his water. He wouldn't drink regular water, so I had to get him a little cooler type thing. And I put my damn cooler on the floor. We get ready watching movies. And damn if he didn't stick his snout in there and drink my motherfucking cooler and then go wobble around like I tried to kill him. Because his ass was drunk. He was drunk.
You know, I see people blow smoke in their dog's face to get their dog contact high. Do animals get high?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they do get
My
high.
dog is like
If
that.
I'm smoking a blunt and my dog comes up to me, I don't blow it in his nose. I blow it in his ear. And it goes the same way, and he's just all chill. He
But you
stops
give
at
them
Grand
milk.
Blanc,
They got gummies for puppies, for dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
What
They got CBD
melatonin?
for dogs.
I got
Yeah.
some upstairs.
For the dog?
I'll show y'all the pack. Yeah, I'll show you the
Yeah.
pack. It's upstairs.
Now, what happens if a human take a dog gummy?
It's just nothing.
You should
If you
take
can't
more
eat
because
what
it's
you're
based
giving your
on weight.
dog, then there's a problem with it.
Say that
Okay.
again?
I'm not gorging on. I'm not making a meal out of anything. But if you can't taste anything that you're feeding your dog, why feed it to your dog? That's chemicals and
And wait a minute, no
all of
one
that stuff.
remembers the Cheech and Chong scene, the first scene of the movie in Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, when Cheech has got a toothpick and he's got this little shitty ass joint, and then Chong pulls out this Led Zeppelin, and he goes, "What's in it?" He goes, "Well, it's mostly Maui Wowie, man, but it's got some Labrador in it." But what are you talking about? Well, I left my stash on my coffee table. My dog ate my stash. I had to follow him around for like a week to get it back. Man, was he fucked up. That's
Yeah,
Common CBD joint.
the dog shit the weed back out. I remember that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Reese, the
I had to follow him
common
around for
CBD
2
joint
weeks with
that
a
you was
bag.
talking about.
No, this doggy treats, doggy CBD. Doggies
Yeah.
and humans can have the same treat and get high.
Yeah.
Ain't
No, nobody said that. You be putting words on stuff that nobody actually said. Nobody said they was enjoying the dog treats with their dog. I said that if there's anything that you're giving your dog that you can't taste, then there's a problem with that, which means your shit is not natural that you're feeding your dog. I ain't talking about snacking on some dog ground up dog food or something together. I'm just
I don't
saying.
kn-
Like
I don't know. There's a video out there where this lady said that 9 Lives tastes better than the other one.
Oh yeah, I saw her eating cat food and putting it on bread like it was pate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing
I don't
that.
want to taste that. I don't,
I'm
you
not doing
know,
that.
I have no desire.
I
So
did
Talking
try
about
Alpo one. I did try Alpo one time, but then I was like, nope. Then I watched this movie called Eat Raoul,
yeah.
and then
and what
you
was
said,
Eat Raoul?
oh, you have to watch it. I don't want to promote that on your station.
No man. My
It's a horror
nah.
picture.
It's
Mm,
not horror, but it's not. It's
it's
no.
not
It's kind of sort of absurd.
It's
Okay,
not scary. What's
no.
the premises of the story?
nah.
The
That's just
premises
not
is they needed some money to pay their bills, and this lady was like it was like a, what you call it, a news article. They put in a news article looking for people, and then they figured out that she could trick to get this money. Her and her husband, they could trick to get this money. But then when the man came over, he died, and they were scared to tell it because they were, doing something wrong. So
yeah.
instead of them calling the police, they sold them to the dog food company, and the dog food company would cut up the dead bodies and serve it to the dog. Put it and
Did
grind
they?
it up
Uh-huh.
in
I
the
mean,
dog
do
food
they
company.
do that for real?
If I'm not mistaken, I've heard that to be true. Someone found a tooth in it in some of the dog food, human food.
Shit,
Now we
especially
got
in the
now we got
McDonald's
dog.
and all that shit.
So now we got dogs ground up in our food. So I mean, we eat each other.
Dog eats
Well,
dog
Hey man,
world.
if anyone remembers Mel Gibson's first movie was Mad Max. His
Yeah.
first movie was Mad Max. All right, so if you take a look at the first part of the movie, he's sitting there in his truck with his dog, and he's eating Alpo.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
That's
still
it.
not doing it.
That's the first scene of the movie. He don't even give his dog shit. He was eating his dog's food.
I'm saying this right here.
well,
That's when you're
I don't
in
know what y'all
survival
doing.
mode. When you're in survival mode, you do a lot of crazy stuff when you're out. So when you're just out in the wilderness, seriously, you do a lot of wild stuff. It's stuff you would never think. If you ever trained for Survivor or thought you wanted to go on Survivor just to try it, you got to have the mental for it. And catching rats and eating them like they do in Africa, and eating foods that you would never ever. Wild boar, if it don't kill you, you got to kill it and eat it to survive. You eat to live, not live to eat. I mean, some of that stuff is.
You could become a vegan and be very happy at that moment. Good morning, David Green, Bill
Hey,
Page,
what's up?
and Joey Lee. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
y'all. Look, I'm
Joey,
gonna
Joey
have to
left.
give y'all the question. It's a two-part question that I gave all the cast and everybody listening coming in. It's two parts. The first part is sort of religious or maybe fortune tellish. I don't know, whatever. Have anyone ever had anybody speak a prophetic word over their life or tell their fortune, so to speak? Whether it's a pastor saying he see this or that, or pastor over your life, or it's a fortune teller trying to read you and tell you something about your life, what's going on. And that's the first part of the question. Have you ever had a prophetic word spoken over your life? First question. Second question is, if the Ouija board and tarot cards are adults and it's a taboo, you're supposed to play with them, why do they have it in the toy section? Why is it when they have it with the kids in the toy section? For kids to
Because
get a
people
hold.
don't believe in shit. That's easy.
Right.
You said
I think it's even deeper than that. I think they want the kids possessed. They want the kids to act out.
My
and-
kids
and
are
everything like
possessed.
that.
I got them on Ouija board. My kids are fucking possessed.
Yeah.
why would you
Lord
get a
mercy.
child a toy to play with the dead?
I mean, they can't buy it without you, so that's the kicker. So if they
Right,
have
why
it,
would
it's because the parent gave it to them.
and tarot
Regardless
cards?
whether it's in the toy section or not. But that's how you get them. I mean, the people that are willing to try it, I guess
In the
you get
toy
them young,
section.
put it
Yep,
in their mind, I
in the
guess.
toy section.
but they can't get access to it if the parent don't buy it for them. So
That's wild. You wouldn't give them access to poison. You wouldn't say, "Here, all of this poison up under the sink. You can play with it." You don't do.
I don't
with
know.
food,
I don't know. There's some parents that would. Go on and jump off the top of the house, boy. See what they did.
see what it do for you. Right, real old school people that will. Oh, you think that's a good idea? Go ahead and jump and see how it works for you.
Well,
I know some
as a
people like
parent,
that.
I let my son touch the flame to let him know it was hot.
Same thing. Same thing.
I said, no, don't touch that. I said, it's fire, hot, burn. And he was like, burn. I said, burn. And he was doing like this. I said, go ahead and touch it. He said, ah. I was like, exactly. And he didn't want to touch no more. I didn't have no problems with him playing with the hot.
When my kids were younger, they used to fight amongst each other. There was two sets of Irish twins, two kids that were a year apart and two kids that were a year apart. And when those siblings, when they start to fight with each other and it just get on my fucking nerves, I would tell them, I'd give them a knife and I'd give them a bat and I would say, go out in the front yard. I want you to beat it out to the death and I'm going to keep the strongest one. Go do it.
So who left?
that's Queen Change the reason so funny to me.
Yeah, I'd say if you both come back alive, then I'm beating you both. But if one comes back alive, you get a pass. The other one will just call 911.
Okay.
See, what if you got
They
one
never
of
went out
those
and fought
kids
with that shit.
that would do it?
No, I was just scaring the shit out of them.
Some kids are bad as fuck.
They were more worried about my ass whooping.
And Josh said, "Stop lying, David."
Yeah. That's about right.
Well, I don't know. You want to see my kids' mugshot too?
So Phil, David said, Phil, did you answer the question? Joey Lee, did y'all answer the question? Oh, hey,
You know, I know there's some shit out there I don't fuck with. Like,
Yeah.
you know, some shit, you know. I mean, some shit you just invite trouble into your life
That's right.
and you stay the fuck away from it. Like I was in New York last night. Motherfucker wanted to read my palm. I'm like, I don't do that shit. I turned my palm off this morning before I left home. You can't read it.
Thank you. That, you know, that happened to me right after I had my child. I was at DuPont Circle, and there's some little thing around DuPont Circle. I don't know if she's still there. She was standing outside, and I was walking by, and she grabbed my hand, and she said, "Come here." And I'm like, I don't know. I ain't like that, right? She said, "Let me read your hand." I did not ask her to it. She told me I just had a baby, and it was a boy. And I said, I don't tell me no more. I don't want to. You can't talk. And then she said, well, that'll be $2. I gave her the $2, but that's kind of stealing because she didn't tell me. I didn't solicit. What did she do? She put it on me. I didn't ask for it. Is that stealing? Anyway, I gave her the $2, but I wouldn't have told my aunt. And I thought my aunt was going to go down there and wreck because I was on my way to meet my aunt for lunch. I thought Aunt Ann was going to do some wrecking. Nope. She wanted to know the numbers because she was going to Atlantic City, her and her husband.
Hey, did she win? Hey, I think LA Preston asked that question too. Did she win them? Did she win?
No. That's why she should have went back and beat the lady up because she spent $10 with that lady. This was 31 years ago. I only spent $2. But my aunt spent $10 hearing what that lady was saying. Crazy shit. And I was like, oh.
That's like the psychic lady that got hit by the bus. If the bitch was really a psychic, she should have knew it was coming.
Yeah, I'm a psychic, see? I don't play with the cult. My grandmama and granddaddy said, a stay for witchcraft. I don't play with it.
Lady on the show last night identified as a witch. I'm like, really? Is that what you identify yourself as, a witch? Okay.
I know some black witches.
This
I
chick
know
was
one
white,
of
but it
my
didn't matter.
friends.
Witch is a witch.
Destiny identifies as a witch.
Yeah, that explains a lot. So,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, she
What
did
does it
say
explain?
one. I didn't
What
know
does it
she was
explain?
one
Because I
too,
don't know.
but I don't look. Some people are Wiccans. They say they believe in like the fire, the earth, the wind, the elements. They believe in the elements. A lot of Celtic religion have Celtic witches, and they believe in north, south, east, and west, fire, water, earth, and wind. So
Churches was originated by witches.
what
Celtic.
church you went to?
No, I'm talking about church.
Huh?
If you look up the
Yeah.
the if
I
you like
know
really go
Constantine was trying to bring
deep into it, it
Christianity
was
and
originated
pagan
by
rituals.
witches.
I don't know. I
Y'all,
think somebody on here.
y'all
I
are
think
freaking me
somebody
out. Y'all are freaking me out because I listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Is that some witch shit right there? I mean, I listen to Earth, Wind, and
That is-
Fire.
Y'all be trying
Yeah.
about jokes that just don't
That's
be
reaching
hitting.
that's reaching too far. I think somebody on here been dealing with them damn puffer fishes.
That's the
Yeah.
puffer vision.
Yeah,
How-
Phil, let me ask Phil and Brenda. Did y'all know that dolphins be getting howled for puffer fish? Did y'all know
What?
that? Yes or no? David, did you know that? Yes or no?
I didn't. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. What's a puffer fish?
What?
Puffer fish is
Blows up in your mouth.
it's one of them.
You know what a
one of them,
puffer
A
fish
puffer
is?
fish?
like
puffer
if a fish eats it, they expand or whatever, like
It's a
for like a
puffer fish.
defense mechanism.
I've
It's got a
caught them
neural
before, but you throw them back.
Yeah.
Asians and stuff, they eat them. But there's a certain way. There's a certain way of eating them or whatever, because they're poisonous. It
Yeah,
can kill
if
you.
you don't prepare them right,
If
you
you eat
will
it the
die.
wrong way, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
It'll paralyze you.
That's why they make you throw them back.
But I didn't know dolphins get howled for that.
And how did you know that now?
I didn't. They told me. I'm about to
Yeah.
watch Animal Planet to see this shit because I want to see.
You got a bunch of high dolphins running around the ocean.
No wonder
Yep.
they
Hell
be
yeah.
laughing like that. You so
Gotta keep
flippery.
I
it
mean,
Flippery was
it is true.
Yeah.
Though.
That's
That
why
is
he was
true.
laughing.
You
Flipper
got a
was
bunch of high ass dolphins running around the ocean giggling.
fucking with the humans.
Playing that song, I get high, high, high,
Puff
Styles
pass,
P.
bro.
every day.
Puff pass. Puff pass.
Get high up in memories.
That's
Yeah.
funny as shit. Got a bunch of high ass dolphins.
Phil, you had a good show in New York.
In case we don't believe it,
In high
we don't be
doses,
reading
it can
that
kill,
Wait a
but in
minute.
small doses, it has a narcotic effect. It seems to be affecting the dolphins. They appear totally blissed out by the whole experience. And remarkably,
Motherfuckers get
all
high.
take turns in passing the puffer around. This is the first time that apparent recreational drug use has been documented in dolphins.
Wow. What happened to the pufferfish? They don't kill it, do they?
With the dolphins otherwise
No, they don't.
engaged, the puffer deflates. He's free to go on his way.
nah.
It looks like they will be distracted.
I just want a taste, bro. I just want a taste.
It's called puff pass.
Wow. A
That's
new
funny.
meaning to pufferfish.
Mhm.
Y'all see that, David?
Mammals
Blake,
like to get high,
Phil,
whether
everybody
you're
see
in the
that?
water or you're on land. Mammals like to get high.
See, y'all, you learn something new every day on the Morning Mac Show. It's so you learn something it's fascinating the stuff that you learn to me. It's like, ooh, that was something I never. Somebody would have told me that. I'd be like, yeah, right, whatever.
Somebody still tell me that. I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
glad.
yeah, whatever.
I'm glad I'm somebody.
Yeah, because I don't know the recreational drug habits of dolphins, so I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But just just like a puffer fish will get them high. See, somebody gonna see this and try to catch a puffer fish and try to get high and go fuck around,
Yeah, I want to see that happen.
euthanize themselves. We don't
I'll do
want
it.
you to do that.
And Lee, it's gonna be all your fault.
No, we tell people puffer fish is highly toxic, it's dangerous, and you don't mess around with it. You is not a dolphin. If you don't have fins and gills, don't mess with it. I'm telling the people, y'all leave puffer fish alone.
This is the expressions on the Morning Mac are the expressions of the audience, and not necessarily for the. You gotta put a disclaimer out there. Niggas crazy.
It's called.
Did they talk about? Don't even lick Damien licked Frog's ass. Don't do it.
Oh shit!
No, and he talked about licking it.
I don't want to hear it no more. Don't get them started.
I'll never do
Yeah,
it again.
there's a type of frog. Yeah, there's a type of frog that
he said he almost died.
Yeah, I did almost die.
Yeah, but he overdosed on it.
Well, I mean, I didn't go to the hospital. I mean, my boy Jerry Burns said, "Hey, just call me."
Man, you know a lot of weird shit for a black guy.
No, because when you talk about animals, I've always been
God, somebody
fascinated.
raised something.
That's why I had a whole bunch of animals. I mean, a whole bunch of like exotic
birds,
seven snakes.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that. No, I've always watched like Wild America and Crocodile Hunter and stuff like that. So I was always fascinated with animals and stuff.
Yeah, I was too, but I never knew that. I never knew that the puffer fish should get the dolphins high.
There's another one. I gotta remember it. I got it written down somewhere. But this other one, you've heard of the stick plant, right? It's a plant, but it's an insect. It's shaped like a stick.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. Yeah,
that's a stick. Stick. STICK.
Stick bug.
We know what it is. Yeah, a stick bug.
They bite. They like certain bugs too, and it makes them high.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is. It's a neurotoxin, but they really like it. They get high and they sit there, look like they, and then they just lay flat,
like a twig.
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know. People know it's not but the poisonous spider ever is actually the granddaddy longleg.
Yeah.
But it can't. Its mouth is so small or whatever like that. No, where it can't hurt us or whatever like because you know what I mean. It can't. You know what I mean. But they're actually the most venomous spiders.
Yeah,
but they never bite us. But I know you get bit by that brown recluse, your ass get paralyzed.
Yeah,
not always.
Recluse, and it's a little spider. But I
not always.
And it's in our houses as we speak. You know, it's not something that you got to go under a rock to find or whatever or form, but it could be at any time. It's just a regular old spider, but the brown recluse venom will kill you.
Yep,
spider was in the man's shoe and it bit him, and he had a damn heart attack and died.
Do you realize sometimes? I mean, I know one of my bosses at Frigidaire got bit by one on his hip. No, on his leg, and they amputated his leg, but the blood went all the way through. Do you realize sometimes it depends on your body makeup and how your body fight off shit that helps you get past it? I know a guy, he also got bit by a rattlesnake. His arm died. They was able to save his arm, Just a little teeny rattlesnake bit him. It paralyzed his whole arm. His whole arm was like a crazy looking white. I mean, it was the skin just died. The skin just didn't look real, and then it turned brown and it died. They amputated it. But
hey Lee, that's because the babies the babies are more dangerous than the adults, because the babies they don't know how to control the venom. So when if they bite you, they can get you with more venom than what an adult know how to control their venom. That's why they say the babies are more dangerous.
Oh. Wow. That's like, oh gosh, it's scary. I mean, I've seen something die before and get gangrene and have to amputate. I've seen it. I got pictures of it and everything.
Have you ever seen a mad dog?
I've seen a lot of animals upset, but I don't,
No.
I should drink a couple back in the 2020.
I'm talking about.
It ain't quite mad, they upset.
Damn. If that didn't take a twist right there. I'm talking about a dog with rabies. They used to call them mad dog.
Oh no, a rabid dog. No, that's dangerous. They said a rabbit, if you get bit by an animal with rabies, they said it'll kill you.
I thought they gave you like 20 shots in your stomach.
You gotta take them shots in your stomach.
That's for a bat. Some of the rabies shots can't be
That's
helped.
for dogs too.
Because
if you don't know if the dog got his shots or not, you got to take shots.
The dog is foaming, undoubtedly he ain't well.
Right. Anyway.
Or my grandmother used to say cats would have a fit. She saw a cat. She said they was in the room. The cat scared all of them. They got all in the middle room. She said the cat had a fit and was running around the room and on the walls running around. The cat had a fit and then it started foaming in the mouth and then it died. It just dropped dead. They had weird animals back then.
They sell catnip. I mean, they sell catnip in the thousands of pounds a day. And cats love catnip. I mean, they put it in a toy, sprinkle it on their food, whatever. I mean,
catnip. I don't know what the cat was having a fit from. Maybe it was bit by rabies. My grandmother said they had to outrun the dog. They had rabid dogs in the country all the time. Like dogs like Joe.
When you was coming up, they called them rabbit dogs. When I was coming up, they called them mad dogs.
When I was coming up,
because they would have the mane. I mean, when I tell you their hair would fall out, like they got cancer treatment or some shit, and I mean they would just look terrible. And it's scary because then their teeth would fall out. It's like a human with gonorrhea and syphilis.
That's because the animals used to be in the woods and stuff, and they run into foxes and shit like that to fight and get bit. And raccoons and all that shit.
Raccoon maybe.
Yeah.
A rabid raccoon. Now, how come a raccoon don't act like, or do they act like that?
Yeah, they act like that. A rabbit raccoon acts just like that. A rabbit raccoon will attack you.
You gotta kill a rabid raccoon.
You take that mask off and rob your ass too.
A rabid raccoon will attack you.
He can go without the mask. If you ever see a raccoon and they hand out black and they ain't got the mask on, run. They done took off the gloves.
Well, you know that rabies is the fear of water. I mean, when humans get rabies, they have a fear of water, and it happens with all mammals. So if you got a raccoon or a skunk or a dog, a rabid dog, a cat or whatever, they are not going to drink water. That disease will kill them. And the best way to get them away from you is to spray them with your hose. Spray them with water. They will leave.
I'm glad you told me that.
I don't know. I don't want to try.
Yeah, Damien, that is some useful information.
It's called hydrophobia, and they won't drink, and that's why they become rabid.
Yeah. They can't be reversed when they get to that stage.
But nobody has a hose of water like.
There's water readily available.
Just get a cup out of your sink.
You know what I mean? All the time. You know what I mean? Like,
throw a fucking beer at it.
What the fuck I'm gonna put a water bottle out?
you was walking around with a water
They don't
hose.
play with the Ouija boards. They don't play
Wait a
with
minute now. I do remember in the movie To Kill a Mockingbird, there was a mangy dog. There was a mad dog.
But
And
that's
they
what
had to
happened
go
to
down
Old
there and
Yeller.
shoot
They
it.
had to put Old Yeller down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to Cujo.
That's 3,000.
Yeah,
was
that's
a big
exactly
dog.
what happened to Cujo, Althea. That's exactly what happened to Cujo. He was a nice dog till he got
That
raised.
bit
Then he became
took
a
his
killer.
nose by the back. Cujo, he was a bigger.
No, did that dog really die during that movie?
The dog died for real?
I don't know. I'm saying how you get a dog to act like that.
Well, shit, man. That takes
Animatronics. I
talent.
don't know.
That
Fake
takes
animals.
talent. No, that dog wasn't fake. That was a Saint Bernard.
Saint
He
Bernard.
weighed about 225 pounds. Big ass dog.
225 pounds.
A dog that weighs 225 pounds. Wow.
Yeah, Cujo was a full-blooded, big-ass Saint Bernard, and he weighed 225 pounds. No, he
Do y'all
wasn't a
remember?
Rottweiler. Cujo was a Saint Bernard.
Do y'all remember Max 3000?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Max 3000.
That black dog.
Yeah.
The mechanical dog. That was a German
I
Shepherd.
remember Beethoven was the only dog I really remember watching.
Oh, that Beethoven was cute.
Yeah, Beethoven was the man.
Sure, you don't. Hey, Molly, you don't remember Lassie and Rin Tin Tin and Hong Kong Fooey and
Wait a minute.
Was a dog named
Scooby-Doo.
Marley?
Yeah, Scooby.
Who doesn't
Marley.
remember?
Me and Marley.
Who
There was a
doesn't
dog
remember
named
who?
Marley. He was
Turner.
Marley.
Cat
That dog, that big dog that named Marley.
He was a world master.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, that was one.
Dog Bordeaux.
Damn, what was the name of that movie?
Legacy, though, the little
It has Owen has the dude
Omen?
with the jacked up nose in it.
a jack up nose.
The dude with the jacked up nose in it.
What about the dog in Deadpool?
Something Owen.
That's
Owen,
my man right there. That little ugly thing. And that's how the dog really is.
Yeah.
They made like that.
That little chihuahua.
Yeah, he kept trying to steal that dog.
Wow. See how they do make the movie with the animals? I don't know how they do it, but they do it. I remember Beethoven. And I remember Marley, that big giant. That dog looked like he was as big as a horse. Was that a boxer in the movie Marley and Me?
I don't know. Movie's good when they came out with Shot, like Anaconda, Deep Blue Sea. I want to see people get eaten up. Like, get them.
Now, that was
That's the reason why I used
good.
to watch Smart America and stuff. I ain't gonna lie. That's the reason.
What about Turner and Hooch?
Turner Hooch, yeah, when Samuel Jackson got ate by that shark.
Wilson.
That was
Owen
like one of
Wilson,
the
yeah. Owen,
that was Deep Blue.
That was Deep Blue.
Survived. I was so glad LL survived it. I was like, yes. And Christopher London was the guy's name, I think. That's my boy. He played in Highlander. There could only be one. I used to love this kind of movie. Oh man. But yeah, when Samuel Jackson got ate up by that shark, I thought that was like,
it was so. Oh my! That was like the not just the most shocking, but like the most hilarious part, because he was sitting there talking about, I survived ice, I survived this, I will not. Just like
yeah, lunch.
Y'all just jumped up and sucked him up.
Like, shut
up.
Wow.
Now you know what was worse than that, or more shocking? In
up.
Anaconda, when that snake spit John Voight out and he blinked.
Oh
yeah. That part.
Yeah.
Hey, blinking.
And it roll you up, and then it ate him, and then it spit him up. He standing there still alive. He blinked. That shit was shocking. That was like
He ain't like that nigga. He spit him out.
Probably tastes like a pufferfish. Probably tastes like a pufferfish.
I don't care what part Ice Cube plays in. He sounds like he's rapping.
He got
I don't
way.
care what movie it is. What do you mean? What snake?
He said, I thought Samuel L. Jackson was a
He's
puppet.
always got that flow
Right.
going.
Snakes on the plane.
Oh, I'm
That was the
tired of
worst
these
movie ever.
motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking
Motherfucking
plane.
plane. How the fuck snakes get on the plane?
That's a hook
Josh
right there.
said motherfucking fish.
Motherfucker.
Puffer fish. Man. And then I saw this movie called Sharknado. That is about stupid.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah.
But this is a comedy. That shit
There's
just
about three. There's like 3 or 4 of them. Or
nah,
something.
it's way more than that. Now they like on 7 or
Oh
8.
yeah. Oh.
Hey,
I
what
never
was
watched it.
all right?
Sharknado. What is,
Since
I
we were
didn't
talking about
understand
those,
it.
Well, it's a comedy. It's like watching a
since
scary
we were
movie
talking about
for real.
those spiders,
They making fun and
who
like
remembers arachnophobia?
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
remember
I
that.
remember that. I remember the old one.
The birds.
Y'all remember
What?
8-Legged Freak?
No, my
8-Legged
favorite.
Freak?
none of that.
Listen, my favorite all-time movie in the world has no bugs and only 2 people in it, and some fruit. And it was the lowest budget movie. It cost $6,000 to make it. It made $6
The
million.
Killer Tomatoes.
Adam
Yep.
and Eve.
The Attack of the
Oh.
Killer Tomatoes.
Oh.
That was the worst, one of the worst things.
Yeah.
No,
The
Ben
killer
was the worst
tomatoes.
one.
That
Ben.
movie, no, that movie made
You
that
said
movie
Ben.
cost $6,000 to make, and it made
It's still a
$6
cult
million.
Then why you gonna say
Yeah.
Ben is the
It's
worst
still a
one?
cult classic.
It's a movie about rats.
Well,
Fuck
before
was a
Ben,
movie
it
about
was
rats.
Willard. Don't forget, before
Bird.
Ben, it was Willard.
Yep.
Yeah. Willard. Yep. Yeah. I would say
Willard.
the birds. Yeah. The birds. When them birds were sitting there attacking people.
Yeah, see, y'all watching them weird movies. I like Free Willy. Like we had to get Willie free, man. We freed him.
Yeah.
That was a good
Free my Uncle Willie.
make you want to swim with them.
Exactly. He's still in jail.
Them joints, them killer whales dangerous though. They made Free Willy look like he was just so nice, and you might want to
Yeah,
swim with that
yeah.
nigga. Hell no.
Fuck no.
That
They're
nigga.
they're the most dangerous. They're the
Hard
most dangerous.
Yeah. Orca,
They're-
they made a movie, and they never forget Orca the Killer Whale. I saw that movie, and I was a kid. I said, killer whales, they are vindictive. She killed everybody. The Orca lost the mama, lost the baby, and he went back and killed everybody. I said, that's the revenge on your ass. The black killer whale.
Yeah. They hunt and kill white
Sharks and
great
all
white
that.
sharks and stuff like that, and all for fun and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
just-
Remember Land Shark?
They're the most
Saturday
dangerous.
Night Live skit. Telegram. Telegram. Who is it? No, you try to get me to open the door. Telegram.
It says
Telegram.
It says message.
If we had to do Land Shark now, we would say UPS, FedEx, Amazon.
Land Shark.
Amazon, they open the door. That was funny. I had an idea. I'm gonna say it on the Morning Mac show. So if it ever comes to fruition, what about if they redid certain sitcoms that we like back from the day and put a modern twist on it?
Like
They already did
You
it.
gotta have good times.
Like-
You gotta have good
You ain't
times.
like it. Y'all
like
don't-
like what?
the Parkers and have it a boy instead of it be Kim, and the mama still could be the mama looking for a man. You gotta think, but it's the boy, and he'd be like, "Oh, mama, stop, mama, no, mama, no." You know, mama
I
always
think you
told
should
us-
write that. I think you should write that.
Ooh, they gonna sue the
I
show.
started it.
On the
You
Parker.
know, about the getting on and the fellas be like, "Man, your mama crazy. Mama doing all sorts of antics and
Nah,
shit." to
y'all,
go to
I heard
school."
how y'all get about stealing jokes and ideas. Don't do that.
Don't flip it around and shit. No,
That's
no,
somebody-
no,
somebody-
no profit.
You just
I was gonna say it, but
girl.
no, yeah, that's
You
stealing
change
and
that-
flipping
it's-
it and
it's-
selling
Hold
it.
on,
and
hold
I
on,
got
hold
your back.
on.
Who tried you?
Some of it
We
is
got
not
good times,
still.
put bad times. I mean,
Yeah, look, when you got,
Sometimes
you'll find a way to say it ain't stealing.
Look, don't
It's
you
not
know?
Yeah,
stealing.
Good
to add
Aro,
in from the pop
Aro,
to do
great
exactly what they
artist
doing, but I'm gonna move a
steal.
girl, make it a boy. She just said it live.
It's called
Look, good artist borrow.
inspiring.
It's
It's
Great
called
so hard
artist
to do
inspiring.
it.
steal. Who said that? Don't nobody know where that came from. Who
So,
said
so when is the line draw? When is it inspiring and when is it stealing? Then, if that's the
Inspiring.
case,
Y'all inspire me.
when are
Everybody
you
I
inspired
go from the stage.
and when am I stealing your shit? I'm just trying to
Like
understand.
Christopher Columbus discovering America. That shit is crazy.
God
No,
damn
no,
it.
I'll give you an
You like it,
example.
though.
I'll give you an example, like on Facebook. You know, when you share something,
Uh-huh.
if you share something, it'll say the person's name, whatever, and that's inspiring. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, I thought this was funny. This was actually from so and so. Now,
Right.
if you sit there and copy paste and now this and that and make it your own, that's stealing.
Then you're stealing, right?
That's
Yeah,
the same thing in
they do
writing.
it.
When you do
But-
your citations, where you're citing, it's
Yeah,
not
it's called-
plagiarism.
It's called plagiarism.
That's why.
It's called plagiarism.
Well, and that's if you don't
yeah.
cite. Like if I get a joke or get inspired by David or whatever, I use them in my joke. I said, like David Green said, blah 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 blah. That's me shouting out David Green, and I'm using the joke. That's what he said. You know, I'm not going to sit up there and take his
Not
stuff.
changing the scenario. We talking about taking a sitcom show and flipping the characters around.
That's me milking
I'm just saying, 'cause y'all argued the opposite. Now when y'all want to take, y'all making an argument, but when y'all y'all made an argument on how
I said a remix. Hello,
That's what I was saying. Remember, I was saying remix.
But last time we were
How
talking
many
about
remix do they do with sitcoms? How many
I
makeovers
like it,
do
though.
they do?
I like the idea.
Hello? How many stuff do they take and make it fun?
Different
and
strokes.
switch it up?
Like you adopt.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Josh. Josh said like a black dude adopting 2 white kids.
yeah.
You doing a spin on it. Exactly.
It's called a spin-off.
Nah,
So
spin
can
off,
they
you
spin
take
off?
that character and like Tyreek, he's from Power. Now
And
they
it
got Power.
grows.
Is a
The
spin
same
off.
storyline just has a branch
real
to it,
character
not
from that
taking it and
show.
redoing it.
That ain't no
You're not
spin off.
taking it and redoing it. You're just branching off from the same storyline. So you might individualize somebody and focus them as a character, and they become the main character instead of one of the side ones. But that's not redoing it. You're following the
I
storyline.
was saying the
Yeah, I like-
Parkers, when y'all hear the Parkers, y'all think of 2 women, Nikki and her daughter Kim.
Her little crush she used to crush on all the time.
Why can't you? That was Professor Ogilvy.
Professor
Why
Ogilvy.
can't you think of the Parkers and think of 2 men or a man and a man and a woman like the mother and
No.
son? Why can't you know?
You can. You can. That's another show though. It's no
Yeah,
That-
it's not the Parkers.
But their last name is the Parkers.
Yeah, they can still be called the Parkers. You might gotta switch it up though, because it's already a show called
The
The
name
Parkers.
is legally,
Last
yeah,
name
you ain't gonna be able to legally do that.
The way they spell the name could be different. Could
Yeah.
be Parkors. Parkers.
But why can't it just be a Smiths instead of like copying the storyline, trying to implement the same thing
The
with
Mac
reversing it?
Farlane. I like the
Why
Mac
not just,
Farlane.
yeah, exactly,
Don't
Miss Farlane.
copy the same storyline, but it's giving
just
you a
have
different set of
names.
characters because you're not going to have the same
Barkers.
problems.
He said
They
to the
put in
Barkers.
their name.
Right.
These are men. They didn't go ahead and
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the same.
Nah.
It's
Why'd
going to
be
be
crazy as
updated
shit?
and switched around.
Nah, you can
You're
do
going to have
that.
an overbearing helicopter mama or a helicopter father, because it could be a father helicoptered over his son. He's just going to have a helicopter parent. Nikki was trying to live vicariously through her daughter. This is a different, that's the difference between helicopter. Nikki used to
Yeah.
get Kim in some shit.
Yeah, I think that's what 101 was. Instead of her, it was a father instead of a mother. Father raping his daughter as a single dad. So they swapped it around. It's a lot of shit, but they ain't named it. They named it 101. You give it another name.
Yeah.
Brodney gave you he said name it the Barkers.
The boxes.
Or you should make fun of the old sitcoms, like how Scary Movie did all the scary movies. You can really like make it be known that these the Parkers, but we just making fun of them. That'll be fun. Different sitcoms all in one show.
It's Sanford and Son.
All
It's the Tumac Barbershop. Instead of Sanford and Son, they get Tumac. That's where they got the name from. Instead of the name being it could have been two Sanfords or two whatever, but it's the same. It's the parent and the child working together. That was Sanford's son.
Why not just let it be the barbershop?
No,
oh,
it's
y'all heard of
already
that movie?
barbershop.
You heard of that movie before?
Yeah, but we ain't heard of Two Macs. Two Mac Barbershop. That's the son, the father, and the son. And everybody that go on in the barbershop. They have the general. You got a
I like it.
Josh comment say about
yeah,
Phil.
he's crazy.
What you say about that?
Go to a private way.
And the purpose of private white school and make it
it's the barbershop
yeah.
that do comedy shows on every Saturday. They do
Like
a comedy show. Phil, what you say?
Put a new spin on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Two Mac Barbershop. It's the barbershop. And then you the promoter, Phil. They're trying to help the barbershop get off his feet. So every Saturday, y'all go get a comedy show. New different headlining artists come up there and perform. Famous people be up there. So, but what do you got tonight? Phil, your line is, wait till you see what I got next.
Yeah, no, but can't believe it.
Wait till you see who's coming next. You know, Phil, you the one that's helping them get it off the ground. You know, and the father's like, I don't know if it's gonna work. And the son is like, yeah, Phil, my man. Yeah, Phil got this one, that one coming on. And then
Reese writing the screenplay right now.
Yep,
Yeah.
writing it live, Tyler Perry.
All this stuff come with budgets. People should get budgets together before they, start going too far. Cause somebody gonna steal your idea, Reese. We on live. Somebody gonna take that thing.
Just getting out the
Did you see what LA Josh person wrote?
What did he do?
He said, have a black principal go to a private white school and make it ghetto.
I was geeking off that shit, but I
Get
ain't
them
want to
hip,
put on too much
get them
light
hip
on
to
it.
black culture. Teach real black history in there. They be mad as shit. Columbus, nah, them white kids going home. No, Columbus did not discover America, mother.
What?
You lied to us.
I gave him
Where's my
5.
mac and cheese? Give me my mac and cheese. Oh, come on, I'm upset.
Come on, mac and cheese.
Our crips in the country college, different folks. Oh shit, man.
White kid who lost his parents.
Let me get up.
There's a whole show just called it Bad Times. Fuck Good Times. Bad Times. That's what that show should have been called. That whole show was mostly Bad Times.
Yeah, they ain't never show no like forgotten.
You need a favor. Anytime you need a favor, you on Bad Times. I never understood that.
That's what made it good.
Even when they thought they was getting out the ghetto because of Keith.
They never made it
Man, they never made it out of
They
ghetto.
thought they was going to make it because of Keith and
They made it out the ghetto.
And he,
At the end, right?
they, got, they did move out though, but they didn't show it. They moved out. All that trial and tribulation.
When she married that new guy, they moved out.
Remember
No, that's not when they moved out.
That they
The
still in the
the
ghetto.
new guy died too.
Damn, he died too.
JJ, yes. JJ.
Damn, that's what you working with.
JJ became an executive. Michael, went to school. Keith got hired by the football people again. Keith got a second chance, and they moved on up like the Jeffersons. They moved, and then Walona got another job at the boutique, owning the boutique. Her and Penny was the neighbors to Florida them at the new
And they
place.
found out Penny could sing.
You know, they need to do a runoff of Good Times.
And then she became Janet Jackson.
Y'all didn't like it. Remember, they still in the fucking ghetto. They still had their kids. It was the next generation. They never made it out.
They moved back.
No.
They moved back to the ghetto.
At the end of the original, they made it out of Cabrini Greens.
Yeah, now they made a new joint, which you said they should do, which they did, and they
No,
bought
I
it
said
together.
they should make a new one showing them out of the
That's
ghetto.
what the baby was selling crack.
Made a new one.
That's what the baby was selling crack.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, why would they do that?
Roaches and shit.
Why would they do that when
Look,
they
they took George Jefferson and he moved on up to the big side. Why can't they take the Evans?
Well, the show was already based on that. It didn't start off with them in the hood. The show, the beginning of the show, they was already moving there. They already lived there.
What,
they didn't like
what, the Jeffersons?
Yeah, it didn't.
No,
Unless
they
I'm,
did. They came from Archie Bunker, and they didn't always
so,
live there.
Yes, it did.
so they,
It came from
so
All
the,
in the Family. The
They came from All
Jeffersons
in
were
the
the
Family.
spinoff.
Yeah, they was
This
working
came from
for them
something
as a
too.
housemaid and stuff, and George didn't like her working there. He was like, "Nah, you working for these motherfuckers."
so the beginning of
But
the
Archie
Jefferson
Bunker
is
didn't live in the
saying
ghetto.
No,
Mhm.
that was
Archie Bunker lived
they
in the
bought a
white
house.
ghetto.
He lived in a nice neighborhood with the white people.
Oh Jesus, Jesus, Big
so.
Mac.
When was they in the hood? Because like I said, it didn't show. When
If
was
they
they in
was,
the?
I didn't know they was in the hood. I always thought they moved up on up out the hood. I ain't know that.
I
But
thought the beginning of the storyline of the Jeffersons was them
like they
already
said,
had
the
moved.
neighborhood, they be in the house on every scene in them
No,
old
you
Cause
heard
they
the
lived,
song.
or in a
Say
they
it
store.
lived in the,
going
they was
on
in
up.
the project. They was in the projects first. They lived in the projects first. They moved from the projects to the big
And
building.
Louise, they even did. See, if you watch the Jeffersons, they would show and they tell the story. Mother Jefferson would tell you where
Ain't
they
nobody
came
might
from.
not be no avid watcher of the Jeffersons. Let's
Yeah, I
tell
ain't
us what
watched
it is
it.
instead of
I can't
saying,
remember
you know.
that.
They
I
started out.
was
George got a dry clean. He started out working, and he got his own business. He was still in the hood, so he finally made it big time with a couple of. He got a couple of cleaners, and he moved them up to the east side.
I mean, I know the
Yeah,
storyline.
no.
I didn't know
What
that
he
they
did was
showed it.
they
was it
left
on
the
the east side?
Hold on,
Good.
Mother Jefferson lived in the projects when they met. Then when they got married and he messed around, they lived in the projects too. From there, he got his little affirmative action grant. They gave him money. He started
Not
his
an
own cleaner
affirmative action grant.
because he worked in the cleaners. He got a couple big contracts. And he said, you know what? We're gonna buy a house. And then they moved next door to the bunkers. Well, after they left the bunkers and he got more contracts, then he moved to the big top, away from the bunkers.
Good Times was a spinoff too, because of the main character was supposed to have been Flora.
Yep, Good Times was a spinoff, and do y'all know where it came from? I do.
No.
Maud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maud.
Why you be so fresh when you say where you know something from?
The
You be
story
so
of
fresh
the
to be like
about George and Louise Jefferson, a wealthy
fresh.
black couple who moved from Queens to Manhattan after success of George's dry cleaning business. They was
Yeah, but I don't.
I just said that.
I got it like they was poor the whole show. That's what I'm saying. Was they?
Yeah, because I didn't see the poor part.
I always thought they
never
moved on out the
casually
east.
caught the poor part.
I didn't know they was staying there the whole time. So I get
Yeah.
it. Both. They basically showed the process of them going from one.
In Good Times, they didn't show them getting up out. So instead of changing it to Good Times, change it to the Evans.
Downtown.
They show how the Evans lived. When they did finally get a chance, you know.
Okay.
You can write a show called The Evans. And Bernadette Standish and Michael and look, they're all still living. Well, not all of them, but and get them to come back to play characters.
I'll turn this off. Yeah, I know the east side of that was Manhattan. That's where all the rich folks at. So they moved to Manhattan, baby.
I want to do a show about Thelma Still Fine. Oh, did that slip out?
Yeah, well, she on Family Business.
She's still bad as a mother.
She's on Family Business.
At her age, she's still bad.
I remember Thelma used to be a what they call a dancer. She did
Don't mess my dream up. She wasn't a stripper.
No, not that type of dancer.
Like Ivan and Haley dancer, like
damn.
classical dance, whatever you want to call it.
Like, she used to do it was called back then they called modern dancer. She used to be a hell of a dancer.
She showed it off for Good Times every time they had a talent show.
I'm talking about before then. I lived on Carey Street in Baltimore with my grandmother then. That was the first time I'd seen anyone dance off of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Oh man!
Hey, somebody just put a post up there that called me a what is it?
Colonizer.
As
all white
African
black fraternity. I'd be called the colonizers.
You be the first one to start a fraternity called
Lock it in. I'll do that. Lock it in.
HBCU, lock it in.
Follow Damian around as an African American history teacher in HBCU. As he
As he
starts
started his first all white black fraternity called the Colonizers.
Lock
Not
it
the
in.
colonizers.
I know.
That's fucking
Lock it
Oh,
in.
Marlene, too bad I'm not a gambler because I bet that the Dallas was going to win, and Dallas did win. And then my other picks came because y'all don't know this, but last week I was on Marley's show and I was giving him my picks. And he was
you
laughing
popped
at
in
me.
on the sports show. Yeah, you came
What
in.
beast that? They didn't give the Cowboys a chance. What beast that?
Yeah, what beat that? That's why he ain't on this motherfucker. He in the comments today. You alright, beat?
Look, he said back again. He's not seen the video. He had put on his
He
Redskins.
put all that shit out. Don't put it up, son.
That man showing his face today.
He only showed his feet, knees.
Left hand up.
So it's
I seen
okay.
videos of people calling off work and all kinds of junk because of that game.
It's crazy.
The Eagles is here, baby. Then they had a lose. No, it was a good day, man. Eagles win. Dallas win somehow.
That's what I say somehow, because I don't know how the hell that happened.
Yeah, they ain't they hold back up.
Yeah, 36-28, right?
They had Jerry Jones at wide receiver. I swear I seen him at receiver a few plays.
No, that Jerry Jones probably looked and said, "I'm gonna touch you later if you don't win."
That spin
got
move.
that
That
Donald
spin,
Trump hair. Doesn't change.
that spin move on that kickoff return has got
That
got to
shit
be
was
one of the
crazy.
top plays ever. I've never seen something like that. Was like a video game type move or whatever.
I didn't even see all the game. Who Dallas did that? What player did that from Dallas? Did that?
I don't know who it was. I didn't see the game.
Turpin had his return. No, this kick return that was so crazy. That shit gonna be on Sports Center for the rest of the year. That was the best return.
That was like that's something that you do on Madden. You know what I mean? Like
Molly, can you find what you're talking about so I can see what you're talking about?
I don't know. NFL Jack ghetto, man. Once we shit one of they shit, they might rip us off.
Flag your shit.
I know that shit.
But it's on the news. It's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
His name was Toppin. He's the fastest. He's the fastest player in the NFL.
His name is what?
Toppin. Something Toppin.
Toppin.
Oh,
yeah, it's Devontae Turpin, man.
Okay, it might be Turpin.
I don't know. Philly with Shaquan yesterday. Shaquan was killing it. 259 yards. Oh man, he was killing them. Ain't nothing the Rams could do with him. And that offensive line of his.
Shaquan did not play for the Eagles, y'all. It's Shaquan, not Shaquan.
Okay,
not Shaquan.
I was about to
like
say.
Kamala or Kamala?
What
like
you
Kamala or Kamala?
We got
Don't start that shit up
we
again.
got a Shaquan on here. So, if he didn't have one, I just knew you made a mistake.
Yeah.
So she played the game and then went to a comedy show. What?
That's what I
Shaquan play a game and then go do a comedy show.
Sorry, I'm late. I just had to beat the.
And I'm thinking of Phil. I'm like, Phil and
Ran
Shaquan.
250 yards.
Didn't tell nobody.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of shows, Phil, how the show go in New York?
The show in New York. The show in New York was fire. That shit was great.
I can't wait to get up there and Tiffany be like, Tiffany, this is what we're gonna do.
Where is she?
Yes.
Where is she? Between you and me. The dude gonna let me use, I don't know when, but the dude gonna let me use that club. So I'm gonna be trying to put something together up there.
That'd be nice. I'm there. I tell him, look, I need a ride up there. We did it. We ride it up there the 4 hours and back. We get up there. Like New York.
Phil said between me and you, like we're not live.
No, because I'm not putting bad vibes in the air. It ain't got nothing to do with
Good
you.
hair.
I'm not putting bad. You know, I'm still playing with. I'm not putting bad. You know,
All good vibes. We
I'm
smoking
putting
on
good
the
vibes in there.
right now.
You
We
know,
on the puffer fish tip. That's
yeah.
you try to get the puffer fish.
That nigga said between me and you and everybody else on the line.
That's the puffer fish tip. They don't
Because I
Somebody
was
told the
kind of
secret to
wondering,
Yoda.
like,
Hey,
yeah,
don't tell
I'm
nobody,
all,
but
Don't tell nobody, but
hey, don't say
David,
nothing.
I
Don't
called
say
you.
nothing.
let him run back.
a loud whisper.
What happened,
Damn, he's
David?
clearing that field, though. I don't even watch no football. He's clearing that field like that.
Thank you, David,
Yeah,
for
the
supporting
spin
us
was
so
crazy. Watch
bad
this
that
spin.
you didn't
Back,
get a chance to
gone.
come set.
And he
Yeah, how you
surprises.
get through that like that? That was a perfect like lane straight through all the people.
But
Gone. Bye,
wait
Felicia.
a minute,
Bye,
Molly, you
Felicia.
got the video up? Why
That
didn't
joint
you tell me
spin.
to get the video up?
I told them let you know, man. They don't be letting you know. They like talking over you, Reese.
I ain't gonna let her know because I keep saying get that monitor hooked up. If you had a monitor, it would already be there.
So nah, I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
it. It's still a little
Make it
small.
big.
I can
I'm
make
trying
it
to.
more.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I see Reese don't watch her team, y'all.
Yeah. Won me $8.50.
She just knew they was going.
That
Yep,
almost been a
Turbin
tax
made.
cigarette for me.
Yeah, Turbin sent my.
Touchdown.
I think
Turbin
David's right. That nigga named Turbine.
Turbine, that's his name. David picked the ball up.
Shut
He running.
up.
He running. He
That
running.
nigga took off.
Running. He
Turbine. Shut up.
Turbine.
I've never,
Yeah, that's his
I never
name.
seen that. I never seen that
Touchdown.
ever.
Yeah, he used to play. He used to play for. He used to play for Seattle.
Wait a minute, why did they call it crazy spin kick return? Because he was supposed to kick it?
They kicked it to him, and he returned it back to their side.
Who kicked it? Redskins kicked it to. I mean, the Commanders.
They scored. When you
They
score,
kicked it to him. He caught the ball. He dropped the ball. Then he picked the ball up and he ran it in for a touchdown.
No, he spent. That's the most important. He did a spin move.
Then he ran it. Then he ran it to the house.
Then he ran it back. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he came
Well,
from.
I got a question for the
He
panel.
came from that little
Since
other
we're talking
league.
about
Like
mispronouncing names,
there you go.
is it
We talking
Molly
football.
or is it Maui?
No,
It
didn't.
He came from the
mispronouncing names. Is
USFL.
it Molly or
But
Maui?
he played. Didn't he play? Is that a different Turbine? Because Turpin also played for Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Unless there's a different Turbine.
Yeah,
Unless there's a different one.
Yeah, there's a different one.
That's a different one.
Yeah,
Okay.
This kid right here, younger, he only been in the league. He signed with Dallas like 2 years ago. He came from that USFL league.
Okay, because I know they had a Turpin.
Yeah,
there was two Turpins. It was one for Dallas and one for Seattle, but I don't know which one he came from. But I remember Turpin. He was a beast.
He was Seattle, the other one. He good, or he might got.
Hey, Phil Strickland.
good
Strickland said that kick spin
Dallas
return was
return.
Harlem Township
Kick
Division of Fire.
Harlem Township Division of Fire.
What that mean?
Shit, you got me. Harlem Township Division of Fire.
Now, Downey, that might have been where he came from or something. He know him as such.
His name is Cavante. Cavante
Turbin.
Yeah, the game was lit. We was out there at the tailgate. My boyfriends with Steve Francis, so we went out there with Steve Francis, Big G. Man, who else out there? Easy Street, Foss 5 came out there. Jay-Z was at the game. Wale was at the game.
Wait a minute, Jay-Z was at. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he was at the
Jay-Z was at over in Landover.
Yeah, he went to see his Cowboys. He was in the booth with Wale and them. They showed him on the news too. The news was there.
You got to remember, Magic Johnson still got his hands in that.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson still owned the partnership in that, so they gonna follow Magic.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Yeah, I didn't see Magic in the booth, but he probably made sure he had a booth. Like, Jay, you need a booth? right, go ahead. I got you, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not just Magic Johnson.
Right. It's not just
Daniels,
Magic. I'm saying
Daniels is making a following. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly Daniels. You know what I mean? Like ever since college. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
and all that.
That boy is good.
But
Like they
Jay-Z,
say on Coming America, that boy is good.
That boy good.
Nick told me.
That boy is good.
That boy good.
Molly,
Trash.
Damien have a question for you.
What's up, Dan?
He want to know about your name.
Oh, what about it? I heard you say
Oh yeah,
Molly.
yeah. We were talking about fucking up names like Shaquan or whatever. Is it Molly or Molly?
Either one. The white people say Mally, so
Okay,
you
good.
good.
All right.
And
wanna
the
make
black
sure I
people
didn't
say
wanna mispronounce
Molly.
your name. Piss you off.
It don't bother me. I hear a lot of people like Mally, and I got my white friends used to call me Jamal. I was like, the fuck? It say Jamal, but
Now, Damien, how would you say Mall? How would you call a mall? How would you call it? Would you call it a mall?
Mal, because they say M-A-L.
To be honest with you, I use the phonetics. What I use is what I hear you call him.
Yeah, most people spell it M-A-L-L-E-Y, like Molly. They spell it all the way out like Lee, and I just spell it like my grandma.
Okay, so I mean, I my first introduction to his name was about Molly Seamoss. So that's how I knew it was Molly.
Because I call her Molly
Seamoss.
Molly Mall.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, I got it from you out there. I
gotta go for a minute. I gotta go.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
About me though, either name, I ain't that person. You pronounce my name wrong. It's like close enough. You know,
yeah, when people call me Damon instead of Damien, or they call me Demon instead of Damien.
Well,
I just don't understand how they can't pronounce Damien.
Because Joey calls you Damien.
I call you. I call you because I said Molly Mall Seamoss, and I call you Damien Seamoss sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't mean
Damien.
I but it's Seaman. Actually, then when I put it on my speller, it says Seaman because it's S-E-M-O-N.
Seaman. Yes, you're right.
See, some people say Seaman. So it's
Simone.
I guess it depends on what part of the where you from. Our accents are different.
It sounds to me like if you're pronouncing my name wrong, you have a lisp. You have a lisp or a hair lip. It's Seaman.
Lisp or hair lip. Yeah, both.
Fuck yeah, man! You can't make that shit up.
I will correct that typo when you spell dumbass. That don't look that good if you spell it correctly.
But Dumas.
Dumas, right?
But anyway.
Yeah, Dumas is the one who wrote the Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know if you guys ever watched.
How was your weekend?
Not how was the weekend after two. All right, go ahead.
No, I did ask at first, but it got.
After all the time.
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Got him fucked up. That's cool. Now try and stop laughing. Try and stop laughing now. That's the worst thing. When you start laughing, you tell
Saturday, and nobody's asking about the show. Do y'all know who Coco Brown is?
No.
Yes, I know who Coco Brown is.
The actress. Molly got the flyer. Her. Do you see it?
Awesome.
Molly, can you pull the flyer up for me? She's coming on December the 28th.
That's one funny lady, man. That is one funny
to do the
ass
intimate
lady.
show. The actress, she be in a lot of the plays and the movies. Gosh, but I can't think of it as Sisters. She used to also be on that show with the spinoff from Why Did I Get Married? That sports show. She was also on that show as one of the hairdressers. Gosh, what other shows was she on?
And wait a minute, didn't she do a couple of cameos on the Bernie Mac show? I mean, she's been in the game for a minute.
Is it the same one? What was it?
Coco Brown.
Daddy little girl. Daddy
Coco
little
Brown.
girl.
She is funny as shit, man.
She,
you might
she
see her
played
stuff on TV.
the mom.
She can act.
She always like
I
Marcus.
gotta look her up now.
No.
Her live comedy set is just stupid good. Stupid.
I don't know. The picture, I can't see the picture when he pull it up or the flyer. You got a picture, her picture on there.
Well, that place should be packed if you got Coco Brown coming. That place should be packed already.
Coco Brown, it's an intimate. It's gonna be intimate with Coco Brown. So yeah, she's an actress, comedian.
She's a badass.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just looked.
You got a Jerry Curl.
Yeah.
I remember. I can't think of what she was in, but she had a Jerry Curl. I think it was that movie with Michael Jai White and Tanya Smith. It was like a spinoff from Why Did I Get Married? And they had a sports casting a team, and she was the receptionist at the beauty salon where Tanya characters work.
Oh, okay.
She was on the single moms club for better
Mom
or worse.
Club, yes.
For better or worse.
That's the show, For Better or Worse. That's the show I'm thinking of. For Better
Christmas
or Worse.
Party, Crashers, Twisted Hearts, Sisters.
I saw
Off the
Sisters
Chain.
on BT. I just saw that.
A whole bunch of Christmas jumps.
Hey, see if you can pull up anybody. See if you can pull up a 2-minute set with Coco Brown. I mean, her comedy, her stage comedy, her stage presence, her delivery, her premise, everything has got synergy, and she runs it. I mean, she just runs it.
Well, if anyone
I've learned so much from that
and wants to see Coco Brown, Section That Comedy presents Coco Brown December 28th. Same location at Martini's and White Plains. Yep. Tickets $30.
Cool. That's cool, man. You're blessed, Althea, and Molly or whoever who got her. You guys are blessed to get her, man. She's
that was Dave Carter,
Section
That Comedy.
Badass.
And I had a badass show this Saturday. I want to thank again everybody for coming out, supporting and loving on me. Thank you, David, for loving on me, even though you wasn't there, but thank you for the love anyway. Palmer Park came out, showed out, and they Bubba Sperry and TT's Creation. That's the lady that makes my shirts and all my knick-knack and bric-a-bracs. And I want to thank everybody that came out and had a good time. And thank everybody that enjoyed me. So hopefully they following me and they enjoyed the set. They really enjoyed it. So and all I can do is say thank you. And I hope I can see more, do more. Like I said, Shirley Caesar that came to me in my dream. I'm about to do something. I'm on the red carpet. I'm doing clean comedy. And I got some more jokes. So,
well, good job, Althea. I'm not, and if I ever hire you, I don't want you to do clean comedy. Okay, you will be fired if I see you do clean comedy in one of my clubs. You'll be fucking fired.
Look, I know how to do I know how to do clean and I know how to do club. So.
Well, this is club.
Do it all. You I don't have to be respectful to nobody, huh? Just all the filth.
Well, for me, Althea, for me, there's one thing I will tell you. If a venue puts any limitations on me or my comedians, I won't even book them. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right next door to the bar you compete with. They're going to do it and watch what happens. But you don't censor my comedians.
Like that. You got to give people what they pay for.
I mean, if you're a comedian who does, what I'm saying is this, Althea. No, what I'm saying, Althea, is this. And please take this the right way. If you're a comedian that does clean comedy and you're fucking funny, hell yeah, I'm going to book you. If you're a dirty comic and you make people laugh and you're funny, I'm going to book you. What I'm saying is I never censor my talent. And if
Okay.
and if any venue wants to tell me that I need to tell the comedians to tone it down or whatever, well, see, for me, that's a slight on their talent. And if you're authentic, I want your authentic self. So that's why you're behind the mic on my clubs, because I will never censor a comedian, ever. And if a venue wants me to censor a comedian, or they don't like the dirty humor plus the clean humor or everything in between, well, they can go fuck themselves. There's plenty of people that want these shows.
Okay.
For real. I'd never
Yeah.
censor you. If you want to do clean comedy, do clean comedy. You want to do the stuff that I've seen on the internet, you know, that's dirty and just, I mean, pulling sandwiches and back scratchers out of your titty. I've never seen shit like that. Fucking magician. You fucking had me crying. I mean, I was laughing so hard.
You never
So, I
seen
mean,
me
whatever
do that either.
Here's what I tell
Pull
my
a
comedians.
sandwich
on
out
deck.
or
you
back
want to put up
scratcher.
there,
I said that
whatever
because
you want
I
to put up
seen it, because it happened to me. That didn't happen to anybody else but me.
but
It happened
whatever
to
you
me.
want to put up there as a comedian on any of my
Like, stop
joints,
lying, though.
I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I just want you to go up there and do your thing. Period.
You're gonna take my story and you gonna take my story from some shit that happened up the street, a block from my house, and try to be like, all right.
Davey said he gonna steal it. He said I do that.
I mean, he could do that because there's no
Davey
profit
said
turning
he'll
from.
do it.
Well,
Next
Yeah, but I
week,
can't
Davey
steal
gonna be
your
making
joke. I
C-balls.
can't put a ham sandwich in my titties. I ain't up for
Well,
pulling
all
shit
them
out of my
pictures,
shirt. I ain't
all them pictures you be sending, you can do without your ass.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Merry
man.
Christmas.
Maybe out of my butt crack or something.
Davey, and you got a fat booty too.
Damn.
You could be keistering.
Oh, yeah.
You don't
I do.
know.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What's up? My
Yeah.
milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. Damn right. It's not better than yours.
The Cook County, y'all. Shit.
Good county.
Pull a ham
Okay.
sandwich out your ass and then have Connie eat it.
and there's
Oh, that's
Hey, Connie, you hungry? Connie, you hungry?
there's commissary.
Say hi,
Shit.
that
Connie.
is nasty. You gonna leave
Making
Connie
food for the
alone?
yard.
Stop messing
Oh,
with my
no. She
Connie.
said she wants a ham sandwich. I'm going to go make one, put it in my ass crack before the show's over. I mean, my shit's hot down there. You saw that?
God,
From the
Damien.
butt crack show. I had to give it a breeze, you know, have some bitches fan this shit off because I was bringing my stuff right there. What?
Damien.
Oh,
Damien.
Cheers.
Crazy ass stuff. Oh gosh.
Hey, at
Hey,
least
Justin.
I'm me. I'm fucking original. I mean,
Yes, you
Hey,
are.
hey, Damien. Josh said if you're such a fan, name one of Althea's jokes.
hold on. Wait a minute. What about these
let me mute this shit.
one of Althea's jokes?
Josh didn't even have to do all that.
You know, I used. Wait a minute. I got it. Now I know y'all don't realize this, but I used to be a dancer. I mean, I'd be up there on that pole. I'd be getting my money. And then she goes off on her set. But I know that's where she started a premise about when she used to be a dancer. And that was just the setup of the lifetime. And then she just went off. I even posted the video that says that. That's how I remember it.
You don't have a favorite joke? I got a favorite joke of you. I got my favorite joke for my favorite joke from David Green.
No. What I'm saying is, what I loved about it is how you set it up to tell your story to get to your punchline. The fact that you set it up that way, you know, I used to be a dancer. Oh my God. And I was just like at the edge of my seat trying to figure out what the fuck's going to come out of this woman's mouth, man. And you had the crowd.
Okay,
That's the only part you remember.
Every
you
fucking,
remember the stripper name?
no, I remember the beginning. I always remember the beginning. After that, man.
What was her
her
stripper name?
Someone's shit, but
What was her stripper name?
God, I can't remember that one either. But I do have the flyer.
Stop.
What the fuck is her stripper name? Star. Okay.
He said
Stop,
star.
not Stop.
I don't know.
Because
I
they
can't
would
remember.
they would beg her to stop.
Do
If
you
she said
remember
her
what
name,
stop
stop.
stands
But she was
for?
giving it. I ain't gotta give this nigga a questionnaire and no shit like that. It
You
got
don't
all
remember
quiet.
that?
The
Because
fuck? You
All
know,
right, hold on.
That was the
Hold
joke.
on. Wait a minute. No, just so I ain't
the
fucking with you
fuck
because
is
you were
this?
talking
An
about
interview?
Hold on.
That's how you leave an interview. You know what? I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. That shit turned into a questionnaire. Got all quiet and shit. Like deal or no deal or some shit.
Well, everybody got their favorite joke, and my favorite joke from David Green. David, you want me to tell you what it is?
What's that?
David, you want a little tongue and 2 hands? A 2-hand job?
Oh.
You want a little tongue? Can you get your hand job? How about a 2-hand job with a little bit of tongue?
What?
David got to tell the joke.
Yeah, I guess.
David, you got to tell the joke. That's how we're going to lead the Morning Mac show today with a funny joke by David Green on Monday Madness. David, hit your joke, baby. Hit your joke.
You be setting people up, too.
Okay. First of all, this is not my joke. The reason why I told the joke was because when it was at bar 109, there was somebody
919.
Bar 919. Somebody told told
throwback.
an old joke. Yeah, told a throwback, whatever. So I went and told a throwback. How does it go? Basically, it said, okay, so there was this guy, he had a pretty bad bad day. He ended up losing his job. His wife left with the kids. He was about to lose a house. So he gets in his car and he's just driving, he comes upon a town or whatever, and he stops at a bar, sitting there drinking away his problems. And and he was talking to his guy, and the guy was like, hey, you can come stay with me. The only thing is, I help you, till you get on your feet. The only thing is, you can't sleep with my daughter. I'm not saying you don't sleep. I'm just saying she's nuts. She's crazy. He's like, I'm not even worrying about that. So guy shows him the room. Everything's all good. Later on, there's a knock on the door. It's the guy's daughter. He's like, hey, mister, you want a hand job? He said, what? You want a hand job? He said, no. Close the door. A few weeks later, knock on the door. Hey, mister, you want 2 hand jobs? Said, what? You want 2 hand jobs? No. A month later, knock on the door. Hey, mister, you want 2 hand jobs and a tongue in the middle? He was like, ooh, I haven't had none in a while. Sure. She said, blah, 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 then slammed the door.
You said you want a little bit of tongue in the middle? And he was like, all right.
The fuck
so she got up there and did this little bit of tongue, the 2 hands. That's why I was like, no, and it was funny to me. It tickled me, and that's a clean joke. You can put that in your arsenal, clean joke, and set it up, clean it up, and it's hilarious.
Pull up the video, Althea. I sent it to you and Molly.
The video?
What video? Because what video is this?
Well, Molly.
Make sure. A white man stripper goes to the lane and claims he's straight, but really gay. We can call it Season Valley. Season Valley. What they call it? Valley Ranch. What they might call it?
Listen, bro. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it right. You got to spell my name right. It's not SEAMON.
Hidden Valley Ranch. That's what we call it.
You spelled my name wrong. That's some other motherfucker.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Seaman Valley. Is it a Simi Valley? SEMON.
Seaman Valley.
Seaman Valley.
Drop the mic.
You don't live in Simi Valley. You live in Seaman Valley.
Is JoJo still in Baltimore?
I'm not sure. I gotta find out. I think he is, but he said.
Althea, did you get the video I sent you on
going back to Florida or something?
Damien, when you send me videos on here, I can't get to them.
It's your video.
Unless it's my video.
Where's Molly at? Molly can pull it up. Somebody else can pull it up.
I don't know how many times he be telling people that he hates doing stuff on the fly. He gotta upload that stuff. I'm pretty sure if he is sitting around, he don't mind.
On Facebook. Where did you send it to me?
Yeah, what is it on? Is it
the screen?
I just sent it to you. It's on my profile, and I just sent you the video. I sent Molly the video too.
Facebook. Hold up. So that means it's on Facebook. I can go to Facebook. Facebook, and I can share the screen. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna do it. I got there to do it. I gosh darn to do it. Okay. Okay. There go Damien. Okay.
Now keep scrolling down, and you'll come to it.
Wait a minute. Not this one.
Force her to try and find the shit.
Hold on. The settings. Let me give a share screen.
You gonna force her to try and get right on the live.
No, I think it's the funniest shit I've ever heard her say.
I'm just saying
Above and
her
beyond
eyes are great. I'm just saying how her eyes are great.
This was on here for everybody. He's talking about this one.
What is that? That ain't it.
Get some stuff off my chest, y'all. Because a big girl got problems.
Yeah, that's it.
And dating. Yeah. My last boyfriend, I thought he was going to be a keeper. I said, this nigga can't run out on me. He ain't had no legs. He was a double amputee. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And when he put his legs on, he was 6'3". Shorty was fine. I call him Shorty because he take them jokers off. He was 2'2". So, that.
Now, there's another one. I sent you the wrong one. It's the one of you live where you were talking about being a stripper. That's when you and Molly sent me the logo.
I know what y'all want to send off.
Okay.
Man, I'm tired of y'all.
My favorite out there joke is when she was talking about the WAP, the wet ass pamper. That's still.
Oh God.
I had everybody in there, David, going, "What?" Saturday night, the crowd was enjoying it. They was saying, "What?" You know what I did that wrong? They was saying it. So that was good audience participation.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
I can't wait to get on the stage at Vegas. I'm gonna have to show it up. And I got a bunch of new jokes that I did Saturday that I'm gonna take with me to Vegas in the Arsenal. Gwen was like, that shit was fire. Gwen came to the show. She was like, you gonna knock him dead. I'm gonna cut him up in Vegas. I can't promise if I'm gonna be heaven or hell. I'm gonna be teetering on a little bit of both.
I don't think anyone's gonna be able to follow you, Althea. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to follow you.
I'm gonna break the stage so they won't.
There you go. That's what's up.
Like she done fell off the stage and roll up under that bitch. She tore the stage down. That's what little Trey, when you hear news that I actually tore the stage down, you gonna say, that's my mom. Trey, Ted up Trey.
She gave us the warning. She gave us the warning last night. She said, if you mess up this show,
who Brenda
the parachute package is canceled. You're gonna have to find your own way. You know?
Shit. How is the fuck?
So he said that if you mess it up, you won't get kicked out. She gonna kick you out.
All right, okay.
I got a lot riding on this, and she said, "Oh my goodness!" She said, "If you mess this up."
Who said that?
Brenda.
All right. All right. Yeah.
I mean, she said it in a joking way, but I mean, I know she was not playing. she was
Just say it so you serious. Say it so I know it's the first time, and I ain't gotta guess. Yeah, just make sure I know what it is the first time. Yeah, whatever like that. No, yeah.
Yeah, It
I got
was
some places to go, I got people to see, and places
Mama.
to go.
That means mama coming home. Mama.
oh hey
That's what she would do.
out there.
Yeah.
I talked to Joey. I said, I said, well, I didn't want to be too forceful because he's the Uber driver. So I was just like, he was like, hey, I'm sorry if I made people mad at me. I said, I
When did you make people
ain't gonna lie, I
mad?
was mad at first because you used my name. He said, I didn't want to say I'm your competition. So he said I did throw your name in and I apologize. You know what I mean? I would have did if you was there, I would have said somebody else or something like that. I said, yeah, but that's kind of, you know what I mean, disrespectful, you know what I mean, just making up a lie like that. He said, well, if I cause problems between you and her and this is this, then I apologize and I was just like, oh, you know what I mean, it's
You probably
no
freaked his
problem.
ass out.
It's no problems. There's never no problems because I turn around and say, all right, David, I'll see you on the show tomorrow. You know, everybody know me. I go up and I come down the same way. Just as quick as I go up, I come down. So that's because I don't take it to heart. There's no hard feelings or whatever. But I knew that's why he didn't, because that's playing the game. So
What's the game? What's the game, Althea?
us in the city, super.
Mama.
The city comedy.
I'm so dead. I'm funny.
My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there?
Let me hear that shit a little more, Mileage. I got headphones on.
Mama, your little nigga came from Wildland. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
We're jamming, LA. We're jamming right now, okay? Can we have a person?